of Istall. After you all finishing a long and dangerous adventure, found your way back to Wakefield, running from the supposed champion of the Raven Queen and acquiring a new snake ally, made your way to into the town, got stopped by the guards, asked a few questions about if you were Dragonborns or if you were had burned any towns recently. They let you on your way. You, after some interactions with the guild members, and the group decided to take up a mission to suss out a serial killer in Wakefield, minus Roger and Emil, who were left behind to read letters. Able to find out some info on the shapeshifter serial killer and the guards hauling him away. After as such, Jeremy pulling Baja aside to talk to her. You all made your way to the magic shop in your different ways. You purchased some items, or didn't. Went to an alchemy shop where you met an individual who sold you some ingredients that would be needed for some spell components and or inquiries about some kind of poison. Made your way back to the guild and did some prep for a couple of days. Upon the night of the second day, Sarah Fortune approaches all of you other than Emil. Emil was not sitting at the table. And sort of whisks Nana away for something important. We're going to pick up a little bit right here before I finish intro, but as Nana kind of goes away, is there anything specific you guys want to do before we go to bed and wake up the next day?
I want to make my familiar.
Okay. And you wanted it to be a raven?
I'm going to go with owl.
An owl, okay. So you kind of finish your thing and...
Owl.
How long does it take to cast?
1 hour.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything before bed?
No.
You doing anything, Dryzen?
No.
Okay. You guys... Well, you're already doing something right now. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys do end up waking up on the third morning. There are 4 days until the tournament is... Before the tournament, Carverin, you wake up earlier than everybody. Where are you heading?
I guess just down to the tavern to wait for everyone else.
Okay, so you go down there, and it's pretty early in the morning. There's probably only like 2 people here. One of them actually being Torin, and the other,
seriously?
Yeah, and the other one is some female with very long red hair, beautiful, and it looks like the same Sarah Fortune that kind of whisked away Nana last night. And they're just sitting at the bar, kind of talking with Joel.
I sit next to Torin.
Okay, you kind of come up and he's like, "Oh, you didn't die."
Nope.
I heard about you fighting an aboleth.
Yes, that was quite the unexpected turn of events.
Oh, well, I'd love to hear all about it. And the Sarah kind of pokes her head from outside so she can kind of get a look at you, and she just goes, "Hello."
Good morning.
And a fine morning to you as well. And Torin's like, "Joel, get us something to eat." And he's like, and Joel's like, and he flexes and he starts getting something prepared. At this point, Emil, it is kind of early in the morning, and you remember you have to go to the kitchen. So I would say the next person to wake up is Emil.
Okay, I wake up and I say, do I peek out? Is Jasper still there?
Jasper is standing right at your door, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just be like, I'm off to cook. Thank you for, staying outside here.
You're going to cook?
Yeah. Do you want
I would absolutely love something. What can you make?
anything that Joel tells me to do that day.
Oh, you're having a little training with the big guy, eh?
I am. I'm hoping to hopefully be really good like he is.
Okay, well, nobody tried to get into your room, so that's a plus, and my debt is paid, so let's go get something to fucking eat.
Why do you? I guess on the way down, I asked him, why do you owe her so many favors?
Yeah, she's been helping me a lot in my life. I'd rather not get into it. It's kind of a long story.
No, when I first saw you, I thought you were kind of a terrible person. Oh, that's kind of that's a strong word.
Well, I mean, that's just kind of how it is being a tiefling. I notice your group is a lot of strange individuals. I'm sure you get it quite a bit.
Not very often, I think.
Really?
Yeah, so far people have been very nice, but I just wanted to say that I'm sorry if I was thinking like that. You're okay.
Okay.
I mean, nothing is going to hurt my feelings, little boy. I'm just, it happens.
Well, I just wanted to let you know.
And you kind of get to
I
the...
think you're not that great. I mean, that
You
you are
get
great.
You get to like the top of the stairs, and you kind of look over, and you see Carbon and Torin and Sarah sitting at like the little bar that's kind of next to the kitchen window, and Jasper just like, oh, fucking course, she'd be right there.
You should go talk to her.
I mean, I'm gonna be. I'm not scared. You're scared.
And I'll like push him forward.
Anyways, you get to the kitchen, and you do notice Emil, Carbon, and show up with Jasper.
I yell for Torin. Torin!
What are you doing?
Weren't you going out to Pern?
What?
Weren't you going out to Pern with Caius?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
And he kind of he's shuffles your head, and he says, "I'll tell you about that in a bit."
well, is he back?
Yeah, he's back. He's just sleeping.
Are they okay?
Yeah.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Where's insight? Oh my god, it's an extra 20! Wait, it's an extra 20. Yeah!
Okay. So,
Sorry, I got
you get the sense that he's keeping something from you.
What? Are they okay? Did you bring them here? Like, I feel like you're not telling me something.
And he kind of takes a deep breath in, and he just sighs. He's like, we caught wind of some bad folks around there in Pern. Your family's okay. Your family's okay. There we go. That's more Torin. But just Pern in general is not looking very good. He rubs his beard.
Well, they're safe, at least. Maybe, I don't know. Can we bring them here? I don't want anything to happen to them.
And he just kind of lays back, and he's like, I think you'd be better talking to Caius after, he's done sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Because we just got back, like, not even 2 hours ago.
Okay, I'll do that. I need to go inside with Joel. It's getting late, and he'll yell at me if I'm late.
And Joel just kind of like peeks over the window, like, like he like flexes the muscles in his neck.
Coming, chef, sir.
You enter, and yeah, Jasper kind of nervously sits next to you, Carverin, and he just kind of looking into the kitchen. He's actually not saying anything.
And he's not looking at me for once.
Yeah, he's not doing anything. He's like fiddling with his thumbs. And then he kind of shouts over his head. He's like, you can count off one of them debts now. And he's just kind of fiddling his thumbs, and she just replies like, "Oh, you are very appreciated. Thank you." And
This is so much that went
he just
on.
kind of like turns away. And he like shouts for an order of food. The rest of you,
Coming.
the rest of you do sort of wake up slowly. Emil, I need you to make 3 performance checks.
Performance?
Well, I don't know. What would Cookie be? I think it would be sleight of...
Before I roll.
What did you roll last time?
Performance.
Just do performance then.
22.
That's the first one? Okay.
11.
Okay.
And 17.
Okay. So throughout the day, he teaches you how to do different sorts of breakfast meals. He actually gives you basically the reins to make some meals. And a couple of people complain about how there's a scale. There's like a scale in one of the foods.
What are my scales? No.
Yeah, one of your scales in the food. And it comes back, and Joel just kind of just staring at you. He's folded his arms and he's put his nose into the air. Like he's really disappointed in you.
I didn't know they came off. I'm sorry.
And he just goes, he's like, remember the 3 things of cooking.
Oh, I don't remember that.
State them right now.
Heart.
Mm.
Passion.
Mm-hmm.
And why didn't I write this down? And creativity.
Imagination.
Imagination. It was close, wasn't it?
And he unfolds his arm. He says, get back to work. And he's like, throughout the entire day, he's like telling you what to do. He's like, you're rushed and you're really kind of run ragged for the first couple hours in this morning. The rest of you do wake up. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just kind of congregating into the tavern area? It's starting to fill.
Heart, imagination, and what else?
I guess, yes. And I'll have an owl on my shoulder from now on.
Okay. Nana, you wake up and you see Carver and Torin and Sarah and a bunch of other guild members all around kind of like the bar area.
Gonna weasel my way in beside Sarah.
Oh, hello. Did you sleep well?
I certainly slept.
I do not believe that you slept well at all.
You really can read me. Yeah.
Do you wish for a lullaby or something?
No, we should just get the day started, you know.
Okay. I guess I should mention that I have an announcement for everybody here. And you do notice that she kind of glances over at you, Carbrin. And she kind of just says, I am sorry for any kind of looks that this is going to bring to you. But I can see that you are not a bad person. If Torin likes you, you must not be that bad.
I just nod to her.
And she sort of stands up on the bar stool that she's in. Or in what? That she's
This
on.
is a Bethesda game now.
Yeah, speaking of Bethesda, that's not the song I wanted. And she kind of sits on her bar stool. And you kind of hear like this echoing voice that's very loud from her. And she's like, attention, everybody. And it's just like very loud. And everyone instantly kind of like goes quiet. Even like people, even you in the kitchen, Emil, like just stop. And Joel even stops everybody from like clinking the pots and the pans. And she just continues and goes, so we came back from the Shadowfell. I must warn you all that there is a overgrowing problem with drow. And she looks over to you, Carbrin. And
I shrink.
And she's like, there is a problem. I guess I should tell you all, since you are more to my as family than my actually family ever was. Please be careful. Wandering around the world, there is a lot of drow influence. I'm sure you will be getting a lot of missions and quests about it. We came back from the Shadowfell, where Daxio almost died. Driscoll, and the whole crowd's like, whoa, whoa, like freaking out. You're like soft murmurings and like, what? No. He's like, do not worry. He is here. He is in good health. I do wish for you all to be very careful. It seems that they are doing something. We do not know, but we will find out soon. Just as I must reiterate, please be careful. And that is all. And she just, she sits back down and then she gets back up on the stool. She's like, actually, I want you all to meet a drow of our own family. This is, how do you say, Cabrin?
Hesitantly turns around and just kind of stands, not on my stool, but does stand and nods at Carbrin, at Sarah saying Carbrin, and gives us.
Do you have a last name? Is your name just Cabrin?
I just go by Carbrin.
Okay. This is Carbrin. She is a bronze level adventurer, part of our family. I expect you all to be very kind to her. I do not believe she is here for evil intent. Please get to know her. And I hope you all do not challenge me in the tournament, because I will win. And yeah, have a good day. And she like stands off the stool and sits down and sort of crosses her legs. And Torin's just like, I didn't think you were gonna tell like everyone here. I do not see why I would not tell everybody here. They are a family. I guess, sure. And then
Sarah, I really don't think that alarming everyone was the best idea.
It is better to be safer than sorry. I do believe in every aspect of my life.
Telling them about father.
Oh, he's fine. He's a big, tough man. A little belittlement might do him some good.
I suppose you're right.
And Torin just kind of turns around and he's gonna like attempt to like grab your arm, Carbrin.
I'd let him.
Okay, so his big old dwarf hand just kind of grabs you by the elbow and like raises it in the air, and he's like, "This drow's a good one, and if anyone has anything to say about it, I'll beat them right here."
I actually smile a little bit at that.
Yeah. About this point, you guys are starting to realize that Argyle hasn't come down from his room. It's probably been about an hour. You guys have all had your breakfast, except Emil, who is slaving away.
Emil slaving away?
Yeah, Emil is like making your guys' food.
Okay, but we can see like in the back. Okay.
Yeah. He's like wearing a apron and looking like a real chef, a sous chef. I guess I'll.
So are we all sitting together?
When I finish my meal, I call, "Hey, Emil."
I'll look out through the window.
Did you make mine?
I guess I did. I'm not totally sure which food goes where, but if there's a scale in it, I'm sorry.
No scales, but it was really good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I go back to cooking.
Drazen, your snake does seem to want your food.
I try to give him a little piece of my food.
Okay, so you I would say you crunch off a piece of toast or something, and you give it to him, and he puts it in his mouth, and he actually loves it.
Aw.
I just pet him. My little precious chunky snake.
I'm gonna ask if anyone's seen Argyle. Or sorry, I can say, has anyone seen Argyle?
Wasn't my turn to watch him.
No one.
I mean, I do not know who this Argyle person is.
Do I know where his room is?
Did the champion make it in last night?
Eudora's room is, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go check on him.
Okay, so you
And I'll
go to
leave.
his room.
Yeah.
And you come to the door. What does Baja find in your room, Mr. Argyle?
She finds an empty room with a single letter on the desk, bag next to it, and a small pile of gold. Well, not small actually. Sorry, a pile of gold.
Okay, so I'll take the letter. What does it say?
The letter reads, "Dear whoever finds this, I'm sorry about having done this, but I can't stay here. It's too dangerous. There's someone out there hunting me who knows more about me than even I do.
I have to adjust
And
because it picks up any noise.
my only real option right now is to run. So, I've left. The things that you'll find on my desk here are a bag of holding that I purchased a day or two ago, and a sizable amount of the gold that I had left. If I'm going to be on the run, the last thing I want is attention. I hope these things can serve you well, and I wish you luck in your future endeavors."
I'll fold the note and put it in a pocket or something.
Mhm.
And then can I investigate the room for anything else?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
24.
What are you looking for? Anything specific, or
My pirate hat.
did you give it to him?
Yeah.
So I would. I think actually I remember him or her doing that to make you want to go do this thing because we were disguising you. Remember?
Oh my god.
So did you leave the
I didn't
pirate
accept
hat?
it. I didn't accept it as a thing.
Oh, really?
Bijou
I thought we
offered
gave
it,
it
and
to
I
you.
was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to wear that. That's just going to give me more attention. Because I was already
Okay.
like a ginger light bulb walking around.
I'll just say it's in my room then, because I thought you took it.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So I'll take what's on the desk, and then I'll go downstairs and show everyone the letter.
Oh, finally. Thank God.
What a rude thing to say.
I'm sure he's fine. I mean, he got away once, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I wonder where he went though. I mean, I guess he can't tell us if he's trying to hide.
Can Emil hear this? Okay.
I'm stop for a second. I'm like, what? But I wanted to see if he'd let me build things. He just left?
Hmm.
That's all you care about?
Well, I mean, I wanted to talk to him more, so
I don't think there's a way to find them, is there?
I go back to cooking.
I guess he doesn't want to be found, does he?
Probably not. He would not have left otherwise. And if we can find him, then certainly the champion of a god could.
Yeah, fair.
I hope he ends up okay.
How much gold was there, by the way?
1,000.
Ooh.
We still have to go pay off his debt.
You already paid it.
I already paid
He
that.
paid it off.
Did? Okay, cool.
And yeah, so the bag that was left there was the bag of holding I got, and then 1,000 of the gold that I had.
Okay.
So I mean, you could keep that shit to yourself because
Got the 2000.
technically
Swat-
no one
swat.
else.
Too late.
That's what I'm doing. I didn't show anyone the gold.
Yep, all the bag.
I just said I showed the letter.
Yeah, sneaky motherfucker.
But the letter
Oh.
says there's gold in a bag.
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean, the
gonna
letter
say.
literally explains
Oh
that.
no.
So we already know about it now.
Okay. How many people do we have?
This should be
Emil.
5
Grizz
with
Arrives.
Roger,
Well, no, it's 6 with Roger.
6 with Roger.
I'm the
5
sixth
actual
one.
players now.
Okay, so if there's 6 people, so that is. That's not
That is 166 and 2/3 a person.
I did 7. Whoops. Okay, so I'll give. So that's 5 times 150. I'll give 750 out of that 1,000 and split it around so everyone gets 150.
Okay, everybody mark down that in your inventory. 150 extra gold pieces.
Okay.
Gosh, the day kind of starts to continue, and I would say it kind of starts to get a little bit more quiet in the tavern because you hear somebody yelling from atop the staircase towards like where the rooms are. Hold on a second.
So I said again, someone is yelling at the.
Yeah, someone's like yelling at the top of the stairs,
Oi,
What are they saying?
Torin!
and everyone just kind of like stops and looks back up, and Torrin's like kind of squinting, trying to see who it is. He's like, "What do you want?"
Oh, you know exactly what I want, you wee beggar.
And he's like, "Wait, I know you."
Aye, of course you bloody do.
And he kind of gets up and he starts like walking towards like this hallway that leads to the stairs. It's kind of vague out of the way of the tables to like meet you. It's like, my God, how long has it been?
It's been too long, mate. And I pick up Torin and I give him a giant bear hug.
How many gold do we have?
Okay, so describe to everybody who they see.
Before you see an Adonis of a... No, I'm kidding. You see a giant 7'3" man who is covered in extremely thick body hair, has very, very long hair with 5 braids in it, 2 small ones on the left and right side, and 1 major one in the middle. He is wearing a loincloth made from the pelt of a wolf, and is toting around with him a giant battle axe with the effigy of a bear carved at the top.
And you just see him kind of pick up Torin. And even for your strength, it's kind of difficult to pick up Torin because dwarves are basically all mass. Like, they're just mass.
They're dense.
Yeah, they're real dense.
Dense.
But you're able to pick him up, but not too far off the ground. And he's all like, "Oh, how have you been?"
Oh, I've been good. Now, do you remember the business we left on last time?
And at this point, Emil, you kind of like can look over the counter and you see this happening, but you're like still on duty. But he's like, "No, I don't think I have."
Well, let me remind you, matey. And I pile drive him into the ground.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Hey, make a strength check for me.
Strength check.
Yeah.
Here comes the natural one.
20.
Oh
Not natural.
shit. Okay, so as you like kind of take him and try to slam him into the ground, you actually do it to a point where just over your back, and you just drive his head into the ground. Go ahead and roll damage, just like a regular melee attack for you.
That would be an unarmed, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let me roll this. The damage. Sorry, that would be an 8.
So what? It was an 8 to hit, right? Oh, it
That's
already
his
hit.
damage.
Yeah, it already hit. 'cause
Yeah,
it's-
yeah, I already hit. I just did
So,
that.
okay, so you
calculates the damage
just-
for me because again.
you all witness this guy, this bear of a man. Let me pull. I guess I could show you guys what he looks like.
Plus 6 to unarmed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
There you go. The temporary art for this character is in your journal right now.
Oh god.
Grizz.
And just pile drives Torn straight on his head, straight into the ground. But you just hear it like destroy the floor more than it would destroy Torn's head. And Torn sort of gets up and he's like, "Oh, now I remember." And he's gonna rage, and I'm assuming you rage as well.
Oh hell yes!
So I need you to roll initiative.
Brilliant.
While this is happening, can I just like look at Sarah and be like, "What is
22.
who is that?"
That's a natural 20 on initiative. Nice.
Hell yeah!
I can actually roll Torn in the game, so I'm going to do that. Initiative.
I feel like I'm just drinking at this point, and I'm turning around and watching this, and I'm just like, whatever's happening, sure.
Everyone's just kind of
with this.
everyone in this tavern, like slowly, you kind of all notice that the people in the tavern are slowly starting to like encroach in on this battle. Like, in a high school, they're like make a circle.
I'm there with liquor.
Okay, so
Beige is really tiny, so I'm going to have my owl fly above them and then use my, see through it.
okay. And Joel kind of mentions to all of the people in the kitchen, he's just like, come on, you're not going to want to miss this. And he just gets everybody out of the kitchen.
Yeah! Now, bust out.
Yeah. So I'm assuming, Emil's, standing on a table because he's...
I'm super
No.
excited. I'm trying to get the best view that I can.
Can I push people out of the way so Emil can stand with me?
You could, yeah, if you get,
Like on the
Emil
inner
to-
ring?
Yeah. So
Yes.
Carbon's kind of, waving you down and making a spot for you.
Oh, thank you.
And you guys just notice they're both just kind of one of them is just describe to me how your rage looks. I guess I can't call you Argyle anymore. Whiskey until we know your name.
Well, we are.
Shh, you don't know yet.
Not in character.
It's not in a really.
Oh wait, yeah, it's in your character. What are you doing, Grizz?
Hey. Grizz's rage. He's arcing his back and he's screaming in bearish.
Okay.
It's
So you
natural
just
thing
hear
now.
yeah. So you actually hear just a bunch of bear crazy dialect of a bear, and that didn't. There we go.
And then once I've actually done my rage, I'm just gonna look Torin dead in the eyes and say, "Well, come on, then, you wee bastard."
And Torin just rages, and you hear him let out this mighty cry, and you see just spittle kind of frothing from his mouth. You see the veins kind of bulge in his face. All of his muscles tighten, and he just gets in more of a sumo wrestling stance with his legs. And he's just kind of like, "Come on, you bear!" And he
Internally, Carbon hopes that he doesn't roll a fucking 1 again.
and
Call for Roger to come up too.
Roger isn't there.
What?
He hasn't come down. Yeah.
Okay.
But so
Oh, wait, in that case, I didn't give him 150 because he was included in that.
right, not yet.
So I'll put that back for
I
now.
took it for him.
Okay, I'll say that.
Anyways, do your first attack, Grizz. What are you doing?
Unarmed strike.
All right, go,
Punch the fucking tosser in the face.
go for it. 24
to
will hit. Go ahead and roll
And
damage.
that's another 8 damage.
Another max damage. So tell me what you do to him.
I get down on all fours, charge towards him, and then when I'm close enough, I just come flying straight up and hit him with an uppercut.
Okay, so you just kind of come up and you rushing him with your knee, and you're gonna fake him out, and you just boom with your right fist right under his meaty dwarf jaw, and it just hits like a brick. Like it's just, as you remember Torin being, just this really sturdy mass, and you hit him right in the jaw, and he kind of moves it a little bit, and he's like, "Is that all you've got?"
Oh, I fucking love this. Sorry.
Kick his butt, Torin!
I'm just gonna, once I've hit him,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to try and grapple him.
Okay. So it's athletics versus.
Yep.
So roll me one of those for me.
And athletics?
Yep.
Oh, there's the one.
Oh shit! Yeah. So I guess I still have to roll for him though. So
Wait, hold on. I get advantage
okay. So 11.
because of rage.
So 11.
Yeah.
All right. So he's gonna roll it. There's no way he can fail this. His athletic score is too high.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
let me look.
Torin, don't let him
So you go to grapple him. You're kind of trying to fit your arms around him, but he's too heavy. He's in that sumo stance where he's just set in place, and he's going to use his what's it called? Bonus action to go into a frenzied rage.
Oh, shit.
And he is
Don't take a shit, Torin.
and he's going to headbutt you, like right as you're like in him, you're around him, trying to fit your arms around his arms and lift him up and grapple him. He's just going to headbutt you right in the face. Oh, hold on. Rage damage at 20 is 4. So, what's his thing? Strength. Oh God. Okay, so you take 14 points of damage from a headbutt.
Oh, damn.
Wait, hold on. I think I'm wrong. It's 1 plus your strength modifier plus rage damage. So you take 14 points of damage. Yep.
Right.
As he just kind of headbutts you in the face, and you kind of get sent back, like reeling, and he's just smiling, and he's like, "Ugh," showing you his teeth. It's your turn again.
You haven't lost it, you bloody wanker.
So it's your turn again. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna kick him.
All right, go for it. Doing like
That'd be another unarmed, right?
yeah, for sure.
Gonna kick him like a fucking football across the pit.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so that one, you go to kick him, and it just hits the side of his rib cage, and he just catches your leg with his arm, and so you're kind of just stuck there. On a failed attack on Unarmed Strike, do you get to attempt to grapple or no?
I believe I get to. Give me a second. Where did I not? Fucking hell! Did I not know it down? Fuck's sake. Hold on.
I can look it up for you real quick. When you hit a creature, so no. Okay,
Yeah.
so as you get him right in the side of the chest, he just grabs it with his arm, and he looks you straight in the eye. He's like, "Oh, this is fun!" And he's going to drive his left elbow directly into your kneecap as it's kind of held out. And you take 14 points of damage.
Yeah.
And with his frenzied rage extra attack, he's going to kind of shove his shoulder as after he like pops your kneecap like backwards from your leg.
Yeah.
So your kneecap is bending the wrong way now.
Oh.
And he's just going to like shoulder bash you into the side of like this pillar by the stairs, like into the stairs. And you take 14 more points of damage.
Oh my god.
He's doing non-lethal though as well.
Oh
so.
yeah. Same.
And
I'm gonna be trying to kill him.
so it's your turn. You know, your leg's hurting real bad. Your kneecap's not really bending.
I'm going to. I'm just gonna go at him with all of the strength that I have left in me, and I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
do a reckless attack.
Right on. Okay, so make your attack with advantage.
All right.
Uh, 17 does not hit. But you do. You kind of like you're like kind of reeling back, and he's like just bashed you into the wall.
I scream in bearish as I'm going to do it as well.
Okay, so yeah, you're just like, and you're just gonna hit him with your fist. Is that what is going on?
Hell yeah.
You just swing, and it hits him in the face, and he's just kind of like it's like hitting a wall. He's this really dense guy, and he gets hit in the face, and he looks at you, and he just smiles really hard. He's like, "Are you done?
Back.
Are we done, or do you have to take more?"
I'm not done until you've got me on the ground, you wee twat.
Okay, so he's gonna attempt to grapple you.
Right.
I gotta make his athletics check.
Do I do one as well?
Oh wow, that's actually really low. Yeah, so you do an
you need this
athletics or an acrobatics check.
Hey.
Natural 20. Oh my god.
Nice. So
Do I
you're like
grapple him and reply?
no, but like he's trying to grapple you he's like trying to get his dwarf arms around you and your back, but you just keep pushing your arms in between his arms were like around your torso and shoving him off and then shoving him off, and he's just getting really mad. And then with his frenzied attack, he's just going to attempt to like elbow you. See if he hits this one. Yep, that hits. 18 plus what does he have?
Yeah, no, that hit.
Okay. But so he hits with his elbow and you take 14 more points of damage.
I'm done.
Okay,
I'm
so he
unconscious.
hits you like right in the temple and boom, and it's not lethal, so he's just kind of
As I
like
go down, I've just got this giant fucking grin on my face.
yeah. And you all see as the individual that challenged Torin kind of hit the ground, and everybody in the tavern is just cheering, and they're so excited about this. You hear a couple people going like, "Oh my gosh, Grizz almost did it this time!" And then people were like, "Oh, did you see that first hit on Torin? Ooh, I'd hate to be his kneecaps." Be like, just kind of back and forth. But Torin kind of like starts slapping your face to bring you to consciousness. It's like, hey, you awake?
Fucking hell, I see you haven't lost your bloody touch.
And he helps you up, kind of like with that the very manly like forearm grab to get you up.
Fucking hell.
Louisa comes like apparently from watching from upstairs, kind of comes down and she does cast heal on you.
Thank you, lass.
You recover 50 hit points.
Brilliant. All right, I'm back up to my max.
But you see your kneecap sort of like repair itself and kind of form into the bending motion it normally is.
Oh, that feels good.
And everyone kind of starts going back to their, tables, talking about the fight, and Torin kind of brings over this very large bear of a man over to you guys, and he's like, "This here's Grizz. How long have we known each other?"
Too long.
Too long indeed. But yeah, this is my friend Grizz. My brother and I helped him out of a pretty bad situation about, 25 years ago.
Something like that.
That old?
And he looks at you like, I know, I look pretty good for my age. And
I just spit my drink out, like I choked and had to spit it out, but not on any of my friends.
While they come to the table, I'm going to have the owl land on my shoulder and then stop the seeing through thing.
Did that laughing game, by the way?
but yeah, he's like, let me buy you a drink.
No.
No,
I
winner
must
always
tell you.
buys the loser a drink.
One of these days, I'll be the bloody winner.
So Grizz.
Try.
So Grizz, you must think you're pretty strong, right?
I think I'm...
Oh yeah.
You know what? How about I show you how bloody strong I am?
Gonna arm wrestle me.
Fine. I slam down my arm in like the arm wrestle position. Well, well then, lassie.
And it's like right at this table where there's there's a couple of people sitting at from the guild, and they just make way. They just like get out of the way.
Okay, I'll roll and roll 20 so I don't cheat.
Yeah, I trust you. Don't say.
I want him. I want him to know I'm not cheating.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Mage Hand as I put my hands against his, and then have my Mage Hand push against my hand for an extra 10 pounds of force.
okay.
I don't think that'll do anything, but it's flavored.
10 pounds. Yeah, I don't think it'd do much. But yeah, you see Beija's Mage Hand coalesce around her arm and help her out in this role.
Ready?
Hey.
Strength checks.
3, 2, 1.
I just slam her arm into the fucking table.
You take a point of damage.
Ow.
Nice try, lassie.
Torin's like, oh, let me give it a shot. And he kind of hustles you out of the way, Beja.
Was knocking me out not enough, you old git?
You'll get over it. You're young. And he, strength check. Save, I'm sorry. That's a strength save.
Oh, bugger.
How did you strength checks? Is it this one? Oh!
Oh, contested.
And you're just like, it's just stuck there in the middle. Do another strength check. Oh! Oh! So Torin does kind of put you down onto the table, like knocks your hand down on the table. He's like, oh! All excited.
You fucking bastard.
You still gotta train to beat me.
Aye. But just you wait. That day's coming.
Anyways, this is my friend Grizz. Sorry. We get a little out of hand.
A little.
Larissa's just kind of politely standing there with her arms, with her hands kind of folded into each other. Just looking. And Larissa gets down.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Beja. Hey, guys.
It's a long time since I've seen you.
You know, I pull Beja to the side. Wait, how do you know her? Oh, I let her.
She was in due for a long time with Alpheus.
Alpheus is also here. I don't know if I told you that.
Where is he? I want to see him.
He's upstairs with everyone. I think everyone from Los Alaminos is here. Also,
Can I ask Larissa when Alpheus is going to come down?
You can.
When is Alpheus going to come down?
There you go. I don't know. He was upstairs. I think they brought food to him. I think he's. Do you want to go up there and talk to him?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay.
wait,
I don't know.
I'll go with you.
Oh, sure. Do you guys all want to come? I mean,
How's he doing?
he's
I'll
fine.
go.
What?
He's fine.
Okay. Okay, let's go.
Sarah's like, I guess I should check on that old oaf, the one that always is dying on us.
Yeah, let's go.
So if everyone agreed. Yeah? What is it?
Do you have a diamond that's worth 5,000 gold?
500.
500?
Yes?
Can we please have it so we can resurrect someone?
How many days do we have for that?
Make a persuasion check.
We should be good within range. Because it hasn't been like 10 days.
14 plus 7.
21.
So I guess. What do I get out of it, though? What is this for? For what?
Well, when we were doing the aboleth, a kobold died, and it was very
Mhm.
sad. And the king,
Mhm.
you know, I don't know. As a thank you for the king, we would like to bring his most, strongest warrior back to life.
Wait, so this is in Westwater?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I can go there today.
Would you?
Sure. Well, who do I talk to? What do I do?
Am I there? I can say. Okay, so you need to go to the tribe of Ardoon and
Okay.
talk to Chief Crocknolly. And I think it's Akrishal who needs to be
Yes,
resurrected. Yeah. Crocknolly can tell you. more.
Crossnolly's the chieftain. If you have any issue, then there's another kobold named Vix that was with us. If you tell her that we sent you, she can get you in to see Crocknolly.
Also give Vix a big hug for us.
So this tribe of Ardoon, where is it? Where's it at?
I pull out my map and show her.
Yeah.
You kind of pull it out and bring over to where the tribe of Ardoon is at. She's like, oh wow, yeah, sure. I'll bring Alpheus with me so I can come back, but
No? Okay.
let's just go talk to him, I guess, since we're on that
Yeah.
way. But I could do that, yeah.
That'd be very appreciative. And if you have any problems, I think they're also doing trade with Westwater, so maybe they'll have a way to talk to them. They're good friends now.
Oh, I've never heard of good kobolds. That's really wonderful.
They're the best kobolds.
The best kobolds?
Mm-hmm.
For kobolds, they're pretty sweet.
They're the only kobolds we've met.
I guess.
That you've met, perhaps.
Yes, that I've met.
Color me excited. And she kind of lights up, and I have updated her for the rest. For you that have not seen her before, you now can.
Out of character, I dab.
You dab?
Out of character.
Oh.
Because I haven't met her yet, so now I can see her shit.
Can I do that in character?
Now dab in character for us all?
Yeah.
Do it?
Do I have to do a performance check?
No. We're moving on. But
Mama's just stretching.
she brings you up past all the merriment that is the tavern.
I look behind me to see if I see you.
Oh, yeah, I guess make a perception check.
I guess I'll do it on roll 20 because I don't know where my dice is.
Wait, you just used your dice. What the fuck?
I'm aware of that fact.
That's a mood.
What am I doing? Perception?
Perception.
Hey.
You kind of scan the crowd while you're on top of the second floor, all overlooking over the railing, and you don't seem to see any one of you's group in yet.
Okay, continue walking. Where the fuck is my dice?
Okay, so you guys kind of go up the stairs, and you turn to the right down the long hallway, and you do know that when you turn down the right, that's usually where the higher end people of the guild usually stay. With the exception of a couple of silver rooms on this side. And you make your way quite a ways, actually. And then you come across the rooms that actually have like very intricate nameplates, and it's kind of encrusted in this like diamond magical like essence on the doors. And the first one you come across says Alpheus Ulkin. And the next one you come across says Caius Amberheart. The very next one you come across says, so I'm trying to do alphabetical. Next one says Class Christoph.
Who's Class Crystal?
And then it continues with Driscoll Daxio. And when they get to the Driscoll Daxio one, they kind of open up the door. And you kind of open up this door and it leads into this little small hallway that eventually opens up into this much bigger room, kind of like a loft bachelor pad. And it's very immediately to the right is the bed. And on the bed, you guys just all kind of barge in with this small troop of people. And Driscoll is just laying in bed and he's like bandaged heavily. I guess I'll show you what Driscoll looks like for the people that don't. And yeah, he's just sitting in bed. Oh, sorry. He's sitting in bed. Outface is like on the other corner of the room, kind of hunched over, looking at a book. And other than that, there's a kind of older man, graying hair, with a long sword, like a claymore on his back, and a couple of spears adorning his left side, a quiver of arrows. He has like a bunch of different weapons all over him in this, I would say, more heavy armor set. Just standing there looking at Driscoll. Seems like they might have been having a conversation before you came in. Yeah, there's like you guys can in there, and Driscoll's like, hi.
I hope you're feeling better today, Driscoll, sir.
Much better. Very, very good. He immediately kind of looks over towards you, Carbrin, and he's just, I heard about you. There's no hard feelings, okay?
I narrow my eyes, but then forcibly relax my face and just give a small.
You didn't do this to me. It's okay.
I want to.
You said.
What's that? Not? Who's going first? Go ahead.
Okay. So I want to go beside him and just be like, Father, one thing you need to know is that I'm not a Shelley anymore.
You keep cutting out.
Damn it. I'm not a Shelley anymore, but she says it quietly.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
My name is Nananaga, and I'm a performer now.
But we'll talk later. These are your friends?
Yes. They've been keeping me company while Sarah was away. Because I met her when I went to perform here, you know.
And he just sort of sits up and he's like trying to get out of the bed. And Sarah's like, "Oh, you stupid oaf, do not get out of the bed." And Larissa's like, she might not be a doctor, but I am, kind of. Don't get out of the bed. And he just keeps ignoring them and getting out of the bed. And he just kind of like shakes all of your hands. And he comes to you, Grizz, and he's like, "It's good to see you again."
Wait, what?
It's good to see you. Yeah, you walked up with him.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. Unless you don't want to, but...
It's good to see you too, you bastard. I see they did a right number on you.
They did. They really did.
Hey, I hope you did a good number on them as well.
Oh, you bet. Oh. And he kind of holds his side, and he's like, "Oh," and he gets back in the bed. And
can I help him there as well?
Yeah, you could kind of help him back in.
I don't know how well than the old geezer. You got this.
Alpheus is still into his book really hardcore.
By the way, so while this is happening, I just want to go up behind him and start reading his book and hug him. Hello.
Okay, so the book is talking about Drow society, and it's actually as he's he's not really reading it, but he's looking at the pages and they're writing themselves.
So he's writing a book.
Yeah, but like with no pen. So yeah, he's just writing it, and you give him a hug.
Can I just like read it while he's doing it then?
Yeah, it's just talking about how like the adventure that they just went on, about how more or less talking about the different sorts of battle tactics that they came across. One in specific was very adept at traps. I was talking about a trap that sort of caught Daxio, Driscoll. And then you kind of hug him and he's like, oh, hello. Whoa, wait. Oh, when did you all get in here?
We just did like a few seconds ago.
I need to pay more attention. Hello. I am the great Alpheus Olkin. And he bows. And then he goes to you, Baja, and he grabs you by the head because you're kind of small and just kind of gives you a little big hug. And when you kind of come out of his hug, do you feel like there's something on your face, I guess? Like
I investigate. What's on my face?
You put your hand to your face and it looks like ink. It's like black.
Aw. I'll try to wash it off.
He's like, yeah, got you.
Oh,
It's mean.
I'll use prejudicitation to clean her face.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Because I can do that if it's within a foot cube.
Yes.
Okay, so I clean her face.
So, what are you guys doing here?
We are here for the tournament eventually.
Oh.
Also came to see you guys.
Yeah, we're up here specifically to see you guys. It's been a long time since I've seen you all.
Yeah, we are pretty great. Alpheus kind of adds in there.
I agree.
Oh, wow. Actually, I need to talk to you, Baja, about our that book that we had to destroy.
Oh, that book? Okay.
Yeah, that book. So, and as he's like talking, Larissa kind of interrupts him. He's like, "Hey, will you take me to Westwater?" It's like, sure. I've rested. I have my spells. I can do that. And he's like, "Why are we going to Westwater?" And she's like, "Well, we're gonna go resurrect a kobold." And he's like, "Kobold?" And he's like looking at the rest of you, like, "What? What is this? What is she on? Drugs?"
It's a good cobalt. Don't worry. We asked her to.
Yeah.
A good kobold.
Yeah.
I like go up to him.
So-
He's like, I told you about this when we defeated the Aboleth.
There's good dro now too.
And he's just sort of looking at you and he's like, "Well, I heard about you. I guess that makes sense. Maybe I need to do more research. I wonder if orcs can be good." And he just kind of gets lost in thought for a little bit.
Well, does a half orc count? Wait.
No, they're not complete orcs. They have human side. And he's like rubbing his thumb next to his lip and just pulling it down. And then he'll put his thumb back up and pull his lip and pull it down. And then he's just sitting there. He's like, huh. I guess dragons can be good. Why can't a kobold? Goblins. I wonder if a goblin can be good.
Have you met a good dragon?
I have never met a good dragon, no. And Driscoll kind of speaks up. He's like, there are good dragons.
Bahamut, right?
Absolutely. And he as he says that, he's like, oh, yeah, Bahamut.
I just give him like a really stern look and like, hey, you're supposed to be resting.
Yeah. And he...
Yeah, don't you hear me? All right.
So it's obvious. You're writing a book about Dro, right?
I am. Yes, I was just kind of... the DM forgot the word. I am writing a book. Yes. I'm writing a book about different sorts of tactics that they have, things that might help us in the future.
I raised my eyebrow.
Yeah, maybe this one can help. Not point to carbon.
Actually, that is a great idea. And he kind of puts his hand on your hair and scruffles it.
Aw, I smile.
And he comes over to you, Carbon, and he's like, "Can I see your hand?"
Sure. And I take my gloves off, and if I'm wearing gloves, I don't even know if I am.
If you are, it
And I
is
hold
now
my hand
canon.
Okay, so I take my glove off and show up.
So he just kind of looks at you. You're like under your fingernails. Looks at your hands. It's like, that didn't really tell me what I wanted to know. Would you be willing to answer questions? Maybe not today, since we are going to Westwater, right? Yes, we are going to Westwater. Larisa kind of, with her like hands politely folded to the side, going to Westwater. I would like to see my parents, if that's okay. And Alpheus kind of goes, yeah, that's fine, sure. Oh, I guess I show you Alpheus too. Sorry, I just remember that. But so, it's like, yeah, if you would be willing to answer questions sometime when I come back, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Of course, I would be glad to help.
And the guy that's kind of sitting to the side, he sort of finally speaks up, the one with the claymore and all the weapons all around him, and he's just like, "Hi, I don't think I've introduced myself." And he kind of takes off his gauntleted hand and holds out his arm and his hand towards you guys. My name's Class Christoph. Not quite part of their adventuring group, but a diamond nonetheless. I look forward to working with you all.
Can you spell that? Class Christoph?
Yeah, that is my name.
Greg will also shake his hand, and then I'm Emil Cromwell, currently bronze.
You know, my neighbors used to be Cromwells.
Oh, where'd you come from?
I've come from Daxio. That is my hometown.
Oh, no, I come from Pern. Do you know any Cromwells in Westwater?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay, well, you're. I don't
He's still shaking your hand, by the way. This entire conversation,
Alright.
he's still shaking
I'm
your hand.
still shaking his hand, still. Same. Is Cromwell a very common last name?
You know, I have met a couple of Cromwells, but all of them have been human. I think you're the first Cromwell that has been a tiefling.
Well, my mom's a human, so I
Oh,
don't know.
wow. Very cool.
I like smile and I like shake his hand faster, and then like
I'll shake his hand. Hello.
Your name might be...
Baja. Baja Blazed.
Wow. You know, I knew a Blast once.
Oh, really? Where are they from?
From Dew.
Oh, that's where my family's from.
Wait. You... Really?
Mhm.
Huh. I can't remember his name. Really good with his hands. Married to a halfling woman.
Barcas?
Yes. Yes, that's coming. Yes. Is that your father?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He's a woodworker in Dew.
Oh, a small world. And he comes over towards you, Carbon, holds out his hand. He's like, what is your name?
I shake his hand. Carbon.
Carbon. See, I would say maybe I know one of your family members, but I doubt it.
I would be very surprised.
And he kind of like swallows. He's like, mm-hmm. And he goes over to you, Dries, and he's like, oh, wow. Not to take offense, but what are you?
I'm just driving.
No, I mean like your race, Dryzen.
Why do you want to know?
I've never seen anyone look like you before.
I'm a Genasi.
A Genasi. And Alpheus kind of butts in. He's like, yes, the kin of genies and mortals. And he's like, wow. That is quite the lineage. Very cool. He makes his way to you, Nana, and he's like, I think I know who you are, Miss Nana Nago.
Of course, I'm the esteemed performer, the absolute most beautiful Nana Nago, here for your service.
Wow, that was quite a mouthful. I do enjoy your sporadic enthusiasm. And Grizz, I've seen you around for sure. I've already met you.
You've met me before.
Have you challenged Torin yet since he's been back? And Torin steps up. He's like, and he fucking lost.
Ugh.
He did, I saw.
Yeah, no, one of these
It is
days
true.
I'm gonna beat you to a bloody pulp.
And he starts laughing.
Can I make a perception check on this guy? Just to see-
Insight or
just
perception?
Perception to see what he's, or something, so I can see what he has like on his body.
Oh, okay. Sure, perception.
6.
So he just seems really armored, and you can tell he has a lot of weapons.
I haven't heard much about you, Clay.
My name isn't Clay. My name is Klaas.
Class. Sorry.
Klaas Christoph. Do not forget it.
I will try
Class,
not to, as long as you remember my name, which is.
Emil Cromwell.
Okay. All right. Well, you got it right.
I try to do my best to remember names, even if they be hard ones. And he looks at you, Baja. He's like, your dad's name is pretty hard to remember, to be honest with you.
Kind of, yeah.
But I do have to be going. I will be in the tournament if any of you want to bravely challenge me.
Oh, so I can kick your ass?
You sure can try.
Can I arm wrestle him?
Do you want to arm wrestle me?
Yes. Yeah.
Sure.
Funny.
Why
Okay,
not?
Just roll strength real fast.
All right.
Be entertaining.
No joke, 19 plus 5.
I think he wins.
Yeah, he wins. So he just kind of like, he doesn't do it really hard either. He just kind of like very slowly, and he's looking straight at you the whole time. He just very slowly pushes your hand to the table.
Okay, I'll
Very well fought. Maybe next time.
Beja will just like put her head down a bit and like back off, be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't challenge you.
I slammed down my arm on the table. All right, mate. How about you challenge someone who can actually give a fight?
It has been, I don't think I've ever arm wrestled you. On
No,
God.
you haven't. On God, indeed. Wait, I don't know what that means.
14.
What does that mean?
He rolled a 14.
What is it again? It's a
Strength check.
straight up strength check. All right, let me.
Wow, it seems
Is
that
that
you've
double
got
14?
quite the strength. Roll again.
What are the odds of that happening twice?
Natural 19. So 24. B. He just kind of very slowly, like looking you in the eye, just very slowly pushes your arm to the table. It's like, oh, that was a good match.
Grizz doesn't have the stamina.
Bugger.
I really do have to be going. I do appreciate all this help. I am going to go and talk with our guild master.
Nice meeting you, class.
It was wonderful meeting all of you. And he bows very deeply and grabs his helmet from the table and puts it on his head and starts walking out the door.
I poke Grizz and say, you need to work on stamina. You keep, like you're good in the start, but then you just fall off.
What do you mean, like when we had that small little arm wrestle before?
The difference is I fall off immediately.
Guys, Mr. Daxio, is it okay if I speak to them about something private in here?
Speak to who? I mean, sure.
To my members.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, yeah, last night, I finished reading all of my letters, and I got something very disturbing, and that's how I came to meet Los Aminos. They went to check on what was going on, but I got this, and it was directed from Pern, and um, I don't know what it could be, but Mr. Daxio said it was from a group called the Black Hand, and they collect prizes of people, and this is how they target them. And I'm not entirely sure why I would be a target, but or maybe it was a mistake, which is what I'm hoping it is.
Did you say prizes of people?
Can I hear this?
Yeah.
Can I just like approach up and say, who did you just say that letter was from?
The Black Hand?
The Black Hand.
Do you know of them, Mr. Grizz?
Do I know of them? The bloody bastards tried to sell me a me kin.
Okay, then you should know what they look like, or how to stop them, or why they want me for some reason.
Well, I don't know why they want you, lad. But my God, if you're getting mixed up with them, it ain't good. Ask Torin over here. He's the one who rescued me all those years ago.
Hey, me and the whole crew went in and we rescued him and his bear folk.
Aye.
They're not a good crowd to get in with. Speaking of them, as I was saying, that they might be getting a branch and burn.
That doesn't sound like him.
They might be getting a branch and burn.
Then we should get my family out of there. They must know that they're there if they sent me this from their town.
Well, don't worry, Caius has got that under control.
Did Caius already go there? Or?
Yeah, we went there last night.
Oh,
Did he? Is he still there?
Yeah.
No, he's here.
Oh. Where is he?
Probably in his room.
You want to go get him?
Yeah. But I know I freak out when, because he's just like my favorite person. So I need someone that's cool and collected to come with me. So if you and especially Dryzen, can you come with me? You're like the coolest, calmest person I know.
All right.
Did you say you to Torin or Baja?
To whoever is in the room and wants to come with me.
I just want to go. Actually, no, I'm going to stay with Alpheus. Never mind.
But I did direct that to Baja and to Dryzen.
I mean, I'm going to be going to Westwater here soon, Baja. Did you... Oh, I guess we could talk before we leave. Is that okay, Larisa? Yeah, I think that's okay.
Okay. How long will it take to talk?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll just stay with you two.
Okay. So, is everybody going where? Tell me where you're going.
I want my favoriteest uncle to talk to me. He's just ignored me this entire time.
Do you say that in character?
Well, why won't my favoriteest uncle just talk to me? I'm right here.
You know, to be fair, Baja is sort of... I'm like an uncle to her. Also, I'm your only uncle.
Don't think about it like that. You haven't even said a word to me.
Hello.
Hi.
And he kind of runs over and he's going to try to give you a hug.
I'm gonna give him the tightest hug I can.
Okay. And he like from behind you hear like this faint like pew 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 pew.
What is that?
I don't know. Do you look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like casting like in our world they look like it's basically fireworks behind you with little You just remember him from your childhood. That trick he'd always do with fireworks.
Wait. You're...
Who?
He's your uncle? Wait,
Yeah.
Wait.
Mhm.
How? Explain. Why do you get to meet all these cool people?
Well, I was born into it.
She's the princess, remember?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't explain why she knows Alpheus is why she's blood related.
Her father's Driscoll Daxio.
Well, that doesn't explain the why. Are you blood related to him? I know that Daxio and Alpheus are brothers. As far as I know.
Wait,
That would
what?
make-
That would make
No.
them blood related.
We know that she's Daxio's daughter, so then
So-
if they're brothers, then that makes Alpheus the uncle.
I was gonna say you're a little confused here, Mr. Emil. The princess of Lorelei, Darunia, is the one who married Driscoll, and Driscoll's wife had a brother named Alpheus.
Oh, I did not know that. So that's okay. That makes sense.
Now you know.
Yeah, okay. Still, that's not fair. I wish I was born in your place.
I don't think you do.
Jesus.
Driscoll's asleep, by the way. He's just like dead asleep. You hear him kind of faintly snoring. And Sarah just kind of goes, he always has to snore everywhere we go.
I think it looks pretty cute. Reminds me of when I was looking after my kin. I kind of pat him on the head.
And pat him on the head.
Okay, well, no, don't do anything weird, I guess. No, like, walk out awkwardly.
I'll try.
Okay. So who's going with Emil?
I follow him.
Okay. Okay, so
I'll
Emil,
follow him.
okay, so Emil, Dryzen, and Carbon. Torin does come with you. Grizz, are you staying in the room?
Nah, I'm gonna follow Torin.
Okay, so you guys,
Driscoll can handle himself.
kind of leave the room. I guess we'll start with, I guess the room with Driscoll. So Alpheus kind of motions over and looks at Nana and is like, are you staying in here? I mean, that's okay. I just,
In the
I am. I'm like, gonna...
I'll just go into the other room. I'm going to talk to my disciple here for a second, then I'll be back.
Okay.
Just and then Sarah just kind of grabs her hand. She's like, "We will watch over her pathetic father."
She did.
And so Larisa, Alpheus, and you, Baja, kind of go into the other room. I don't know. I guess let's just. Do you want to just stay in here? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or do you want to go to Whispers?
No.
I don't know what's happening, but I'll just stay here, I guess.
Okay.
Talking about the book.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but I don't know what's going to be. What is it going to be about?
I mean, it's nothing crazy.
Okay.
I just don't like. I don't want to keep everyone bored in here forever. What were you
Sure.
saying, Emil?
Nothing to do.
Okay, so Alpheus kind of mentions, and Larisa, you guys go into this room, and he starts lighting some of the candles that are on the wall, and Larisa shuts the door and locks it behind her, and she just goes, "Okay, do I pull it out?" And he's like, that would be helpful, thank you." And she pulls out this bag of holding and pulls out this very familiar to you lead box, big enough where you've seen that book before.
Mm-hmm.
And it is chained, and the chains are actually moving around, and it's kind of pulsating. And as this happens, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it a no?
Oh my god! Why I can't survive any of these? I got a 2.
Okay. So just in your mind, you're just You can actually hear the breathing of whatever this entity is that is inside of you. You can hear it like in your head just going. But you still have your consciousness so far.
So I talk to Louisa. I'm like, so can you like sense him? What are you doing with that?
Oh, well, I don't know. I was just told to bring it out. And Alpheus kind of is like, he's like staring at you while he does. He's like, Baja, is there something you're not telling us?
Telling you about what?
How is it going? Have you been doing good things? Has it gone worse? Has it gotten better?
Do I hear any protesting inside?
You just hear the heavy breathing.
I mean, I've been doing some good things. I helped kill an aboleth.
Wow, that's a pretty good thing, I would say.
But I've been getting help.
Help. I heard you tried to light a field on fire?
People keep saying that, but I don't remember that happening.
I'm going to try something really quick. And I guess we'll see. And he kind of gets down, like kind of towards your eye level, leans over a little bit, and he's kind of scanning your face left to right. He's probably about like maybe 8 inches away from your face, just scanning with his eyes. And he's like, Louisa, will you do that thing you do? And she just goes, oh, yeah. And she kind of comes up to you, and that familiar kind of warmth comes from her hands. And as she's doing this, she's casting the spell on you. You start to feel very cold after the warmth kind of touches your skin, and you take 26 points of necrotic damage.
Wait, are you serious?
Yep.
I'm just flat out dead then.
Yep.
Okay.
So as that was happening, you feel like this kind of laughing, kind of like background noise of and then you're just in this kind of dark space, and I do need you to go to Whispers now.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, honest opinions, Scottish accent, is it terrible? Or is it at least decent-ish?
I think it's good.
What?
The Scottish accent I'm trying to do. Is it okay-ish, or is it...
As an American, it's fine, but
It's my first time trying to do a Scottish thing, so...
I mean, I've definitely heard worse.
What's everyone's impressions of Grizz so far?
I like him.
Nice.
Nana's probably not going to make fun of this one.
Yeah, try. He'll fucking headbutt you.
Dryzen doesn't like his body hair.
Why not? He's a bear.
Valid. I mean, Carbon thinks he's ugly as fuck.
He is a bear. In all terms.
Yeah, no, that hasn't escaped my notice. Carbon thinks he's ugly as fuck, but he vaguely reminds her of Torrens, so he has the kind of brownie points there. Me personally, out of character, I like.
I'm glad. Switching Argyle out for him was a bit of a hard decision, but I thought, you know what? It's a character that is going to be easier for me to roleplay and is actually going to be really helpful for the group. Because, surprise, surprise, we now have a fucking tank.
Thank the 12. No, when Adam told me about it yesterday, I was like, my first comment was, oh, I'm not the tank anymore. Nice.
Yeah. I will say that I need to fucking keep up on that shit, because when Torrin was dealing 14 damage to me, technically that would have been bludgeoning, so I would have only took half. Because bear tome.
Nice.
So I'll need to stay on top of that shit.
Welcome
Hey.
back.
But
Hello.
so you do find yourself back kind of waking up to consciousness, and Alpheus is like holding your head and he's like scanning over your body looking for any signs of anything that he can do.
So I'll just
And and they like kind of see you wake up and like, oh, Baja! And then Larissa kind of looks over and is like, what? You're alive!
yeah, I'm just really cold right now. I don't know what's happening.
And Larissa gives you like a big hug. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And she just starts like sobbing. And she's just, I didn't know I was going to kill you.
What did you do?
I tried pulling out the evil again. Because that was how we got you back last time. And we said it would be at a manageable state. But be honest, are you okay?
I mean, I guess it's getting.
Repeat after me.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I think I've just an aversion to divination magic.
I think I just have an aversion to divination magic.
Please don't do that again.
Please don't do that again.
Where'd her mom go?
So I need you to make a deception check with advantage.
Deception.
Yep.
Ooh, I have a +4. That's not good. 20 and natural 1. So
Okay, so
20.
20. Okay, so they both kind of look at you and they're like, yeah, we won't do that again. No, that is off the table. And Larissa's just like, yeah, I won't do that again. I just was trying to help.
Well, as long as it works out, I think. Thank you for trying.
But we didn't really find anything else on the book other than it actually is an Orcus, like we thought originally.
So what is it? What is it then?
We have no idea. We don't know where this book came from.
Can you take it out, or is it supposed to just stay in that?
I don't think that's a good idea right now. I don't know. You're alive.
I guess that's good. Maybe we shouldn't push it.
I think we're just going to keep it for now.
Okay.
And you just kind of hear that breathy, like, voice in the back of your head just go, no.
I just say inside no? Like what?
So just he's like, tell them no.
I'll just say
I
no.
make wisdom saving throw for this one again.
Okay. 17.
You actually withstand.
I think that's the first
thing.
wisdom save I've made in like the
It is.
past 10 sessions.
It is. So you actually feel strong enough in how you are currently and the trust in these two that you don't have to say no and try to get them to pull this book out.
Okay. I'm curious in character, but if they say strongly no, then I'll go with them.
Okay. Yeah, they're just like, we're going to put this away.
Okay.
We'll be back tomorrow. Please, you should really take it easy today.
I'll try to. I don't think there is anything
Alpheus
you
just
need
kind
to
of
really do.
he flicks his finger and there's like a little bit of light that comes forth. He's kind of looking you over and he's like, you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
And he's like, okay, make sure you get some rest because you don't look so good.
I'm just a bit cold right now.
Okay. And he kind of gets up and walks you out. And you kind of come across like a mirror on like in Driscoll's room as you're like walking out. And there is like currently in your face, you can see black veins.
Oh,
Yeah, like that kind of common. What's that? Naruto, the Byaku, whatever. Bakugan.
Yakugan.
Yakugan.
Yeah, that. So there's like veins that are kind of poking, going towards your eyes. That are like you can see through your very dark blue tiefling skin that are actually black.
oh no! Now I'm actually kind of worried.
But Alpheus is just kind of looking. He's like, "Please be careful. We'll try to figure out what this is about, but don't do anything for today."
I'll just like put a hand on the veins and while I look at them and be like, okay, I'll take it easy.
Okay. Nana, are you doing anything while they're in that room, kind of talking?
Just chatting with Sarah. You know.
You saying anything specific that you want to play out?
Yeah, just being gay.
And she asks about how your music's going and being like, "Oh, is your music coming along just fine?"
Yeah, I've performed a lot since we parted.
Oh, that
Pretty
is very
much.
good. I heard that you were a great asset in the befalling of a big aboleth.
Oh, I suppose so.
And she's just you guys continue to be gay.
Well, it's a bit one-sided, but
Yeah, but still, she's pretty big flirt as a character. So she's not discouraging it. She's just kind of going along, giggling. But yeah, so the rest of you do make your way not too far from Driscoll's door, but you do see Caius's door, Diamond, and you go like Torrn's like, I better open it, and he opens the door easily enough, without even knocking, and he just goes, Caius, and the room is dark.
Didn't realize we were going now.
But you just hear from the back, it's like, yes.
Can we come in?
Well, you're already in, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess so.
You can't see him, but he seems to be like in another room.
Okay.
Oh wait, can I see him?
No, like it's not a version of dark. It's just a matter of he's in another room, probably.
I like
Oh.
stiffly walk inside, like my heart is beating out of my chest.
Okay. Whoops, that's not the song I wanted.
Ah!
But yeah. You kind of enter into his room. Not what I wanted either. There we go. So you enter and all the lights sort of come on and you see the very first room you enter, there's like a chest, there's a vanity, and there's like a bed. And
It
then
looks so cool.
leads into another room to the side, like off to the right. That's where you assume he's at. And you kind of make your way back there and he's sort of getting ready. I guess I can show you what he looks like, guys.
I'm finally meeting everyone.
Yeah. All players. Here we go.
He looks like a man. Is what he looks.
But anyway, so he's currently like sliding on his tunic, basically. And he's kind of adjusting it, and he's sort of grabbing his like black obsidian crossbow from the wall, which those have read the book, which I think would be only Emil, would know that this crossbow is called Death from Above.
Out of character, does it seem to be in a Drow style? Obsidian's kind of their thing.
It kind of does, actually.
Ooh.
but he just grabs it from the wall and he kind of slings it over his back, and then he takes this sort of dagger off the table that looks like it's made out of some sort of bone, and he slides it into his one of his like knife holsters on the side, and he grabs another one of his knives and he puts it in his boot, and he seems to be just like gearing up for just the day, and he just goes, "Hello, is there anything that you require of me?"
I have lots of questions I need to ask you. Hi, Mr. Caius, sir. It's me again, Emil.
Please just call me Caius. It's okay. I need to talk to you about your family, actually.
Yes.
So as far as I'm concerned, and he keeps like sort of interrupting you because he knows you're kind of dying, and he just goes, so as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to be afraid of with your family specifically. What I do recommend is probably moving, but not yet, because if you did it now, it would be quite obvious. But do not worry. I have sent one of my companions to sort of watch over, make sure that everything is okay.
I know that you were a flamekeeper, and this kind of has something to do with that, and like shove for my pocket watch and like bring it out, and they said that this kind of looks like something that you have, and maybe you could tell me more about it. I told you I would lose my cool.
You speak so fast. Hold on. There's a pocket watch?
Yeah, and I hold it out for him.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Ignore that. There's not a battle going on.
Skyrim?
Oh shit.
Shit.
Real.
But he kind of kneels down, It's like, a pocket watch? I don't know. And you kind of show it to him, and he's like, this is interesting. Why did you get this?
My mother gave it to me for my birthday.
Your mother?
Yes, her name is Gwendolyn.
I'm fully aware. I've seen her.
Do you maybe know where she got this from? Or anyone
So-
who would make this?
This is very complicated. So how I feel. And your mother wasn't with the tribe. And he's looking at it. He's looking it over, kind of opening it, and then he looks at the back of it, and he just stops. And he sort of looks you dead in the eyes, and he's like, "So I need you to be very honest with me right now, or I will kill you right here. Where did you find this?"
The pocket watch?
And Torrin's like stepping, he's like, "Whoa, hey, that's not." And Kai just puts his hand up, and Torrin just kind of like, the rest of you that kind of see Torrin like puts his hand like.
I put my hand on my weapons.
And Caius is just not even breaking eye contact with you. I mean, it's like, "Where did you get this?"
I told you, for my mother. And my mother got it from my father. That's all I know.
Make a persuasion check.
Like a persuasion check? I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, no, that's why persuasion.
Oh.
It's you've agitated something in him.
What is this? 7 plus 7, 14.
14?
Yeah.
So he just looks at it and he's like, have you only shown him the pocket watch?
So far, yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. And he's just looking at it and he's like, "Now you see, I have one exactly like this." And he pulls it out of his pocket and it looks the exact fucking same. And he even shows you the engraving on it. And it says the exact same thing on it.
Then do you know who my father is? Or where he might have come from?
Oh, I know your father. Does that vacuum sound really bad in the background?
No, it's not distracting.
Okay.
They're just cleaning his room.
No, I'm just making sure because I was about to go out and yell at them. Be like,
Yeah.
hey.
Hilaria's in the background just vacuuming. It's fine.
All
This-
this is practicing some new magic, guys. Let him be.
This was only ever given to one person that I'm aware of. And that's my brother.
I knew it. I knew he had a brother. I knew it. What was his name?
He takes his pocket watch and he kind of throws it up in the air and catches it and slides it back into his pocket.
Wait,
And he's
that's
like,
mine. Wait, that's mine.
no, his.
Oh.
And he just goes, I don't really wish to talk about it. You say your mother gave this to you?
Yes?
Is she from Brimsworth?
I don't know. We're from Pern, as far as I know.
And you see his jaw like tighten. And he just goes,
And I also have this, and this has something to do with everything, I guess. And I pull out the necklace.
Okay. So you pull it out, and do you want to describe it for everybody so they remember what it looks like?
It's just an obsidian circle with gold engraving on it that kind of seems to pulsate.
And as you pull it out, it is actually glowing.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
It is glowing a very vibrant red, which it has never done before.
I don't know what's going on.
And Caius just kind of grabs it and he actually takes it off of you.
What?
But you're still conscious.
What?
Yep.
How did you do that?
Well, that proves it. You haven't exploded.
Oh, what?
And he just kind of walks around the room with it for a second, and he's like, "Oh, wow, this is incredible. I didn't think I'd run into the fire Aljanari just walking up to me looking for his dad."
That word was used many times before.
I have been looking for you for 12 years.
I'm 12, so I guess that makes
Yeah, I'm. You would have to be 12 because that's when my brother died.
what?
I am the old flamekeeper of the Fire Aljanari tribe. And that's the only reason you haven't exploded. Is there is one person that is tasked with and destined for greatness with being with the Fire Aljanari spirit. And I failed. And he just kind of looking at it and he says, how you've had this your entire life?
As far as I can remember.
I'm sorry for threatening you.
It's okay.
It really is not. I deeply apologize. And he actually kneels down and hands it back to you. And he goes into like the bowing of like very great respect, like where he's actually lower. He's like lower than you,
Please,
and he does it anyway. He's just doing it, and he bows very low to you, and he says, do you know anything?"
I grew up in a farm in Pern. That's as far as I know. And that, we went to a festival and kids were being mean. And so I think they took the necklace off and we had to leave. And that's why I'm here.
And he sort of stands up. He says, he's just kind of looking at you and says, do you understand the obligations that you have?
No, not entirely. I know that you.
Have you met... There you go. Yeah, I was going to ask you, have you met Yu Oberuchi?
I have briefly.
So he is what you are, but for his clan. And it is a big deal. He has yet to foretake his trial. But he does have a... I guess they're not flame keepers with the water... not Ashari. That's Critical Role. The water Aljanari. He says, have you met... Have you met Chloe?
The one that's always hanging around Mr. Yu.
That is the water keeper.
I knew it.
And he goes, you wanted to know your father's name?
Yes.
His name was Modeus. And you guys are kind of like looking at Caius, and the two really do look similar.
How did you know my father? What happened to him?
How did I know your father? He's my brother.
Yeah, that's right. You just said that. I'm sorry. It's just a lot going on, and I can't think straight. Can't believe I'm meeting you, but also in these kind of circumstances. Does my mom know that he's gone?
I mean, if she sent you looking for him, I highly doubt it.
How did Mr. Modeus die?
He was murdered,
Well,
and I wasn't there to save him. He just kind of like kicks his feet a little bit, and he says, so wow, 12 years, and you walk up to me in my room. Some ranger I am.
I'm not sure what to do right now. I wish where's
And he sort of he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he's just and he looks you in the face. He says, let me look at something. And he pulls that dagger out. Looks like that bone dagger. And it isn't glowing. But he says it should. He's like, so in the presence of your charge, your flame keeper, this will glow. But it hasn't glown in 12 years.
You're not my flame keeper?
I am not your flame keeper. So it is not my charge to guide you.
How do I know who my flame keeper is? Is there any hints or?
He sort of hands you the dagger,
Okay.
and he's like, I guess you just have to keep it with you.
Like, well.
But and he stands up. He's like, it's not my charge. If you have any questions, I'm willing to answer them. Go ahead.
And I look at Dreisland for like help.
What?
What questions should I ask while I'm here? Where are they? The fire Aldrinari.
He sort of pulls out his map. Are you guys looking at the map still? Oh, you are. He pulls out his map and he points right here.
The Volcano Heights.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay. So he points there. He says, if you go there, just ask for any amber hearts, because technically, I guess you're an Amberheart. Wow, you actually...
I'm related.
You have family there you haven't even met.
I know. I was just kidding about Nana, but this is.
I don't actually go there until after the tournament, but I am heading back.
Oh God.
Do you wish to... Can I accompany you?
No, it would be so cool if you did.
He kind of looks to the rest of you and he's like, if that's okay.
Just don't threaten him again. Thanks.
Emil, we are going to Lorelei after this.
But, well, what was the point? Weren't we going to find Sarah?
It feels like you have a lot of talking to do with the rest of your group, but just let me know, because I head there at the end of the tournament.
You said there was a familiar at my home, correct?
I said someone was watching it, but very intuitive of you, yes. A familiar.
I think for a moment, and I'm like, no, I think it'll be better if I tell her. Can you maybe tell me about my father? Because my mom always spoke fondly of him, but I've never met him before.
He says that a large kind of, like a exhale. And he says, don't really like talking about it.
Please?
Maybe you could ask I guess they're your grandparents.
You mean Charlotte?
No, I mean the Amberhearts. And he's sort of like just staring at you, like he's blown away with all this. But he's like, wow, this is... A lot has happened within the first few hours of my day. So, yeah, you could, if you ever do travel to the Volcano Heights, ask for Damascus, Amberheart, and then, or you could ask for Lilith, Amberheart.
Pull out my Los Lominos book. I'm like, before I go, I know this is a weird thing to ask, but can you sign this for me, please?
Absolutely. He signs it for you.
I'm like, a face is just forever plastered, or a smile is forever plastered on my face. And I'm just
But he's like, I'm really truly sorry. I didn't mean to threaten you. I just thought that maybe you had been part of killing my brother.
No, but do you think the people who sent me that letter could have done something?
No. The Black Hand is dangerous, but he's not going to kill. It's like that. He's more into kidnapping.
Okay. And I like stiffly walk. Thank you. I need to think about a lot of things.
Will you be around for dinner?
Yes.
I would like to get to know my relative.
Yes. Okay. And I like walk out.
Okay. You're gonna have a heart attack if you keep it up like that.
I didn't think I'd be.
Yeah.
Maybe you should tell Roger about.
Yeah, that would be a great idea.
And Torin just kind of cuts in. Torin just kind of cuts in, and you hear this Carbon for sure, because like he's hanging under his breath. He's like, "Oh, I was about to bash the fucking smut."
I just kind of put a hand on his shoulder because doors are short, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I just kind of put a hand on his shoulder and give him a little squeeze. Kind of like
Yeah.
Do I hear him say this?
No, probably not, because you're like hyperventilating, freaking out.
Did you know about this, Mr. Torrent? I'm sure you didn't, but this is really exciting, but sad. And
To
very
tell you the
confusing.
truth, I had no idea.
Well, I think I need to go talk to Roger for sure, and talk to Lou, you, and maybe we should figure out what we're doing. Even though I really want to go to Volcano Heights.
So yeah, what are you guys doing? You meeting to back up with Nana and Baja, or what's the plan?
I'm going back to meet. Well, where are they? Is someone-
They're in Daxio's room.
Yeah.
Can I pull Torin aside for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull him aside so like it's just me and him.
Yeah.
There's like no one else like listening. I'm gonna say to him, "So, how sure are you that the Black Hands are in it, Perrin?"
He kind of leans in close. He's like, "We're pretty fucking sure. We saw a couple of his lackeys wearing that damn tattoos.
It's fucking tubes.
You know,
I
the
still
ones,
haven't
the ones,
got-
the ones that come down all the way on your left arm.
Ugh. What's any ideas what they want?
I ain't no fucking clue. I just like to bash shit in.
I know you do. I do as well.
Just
Oh,
be
fuck.
careful. They'd probably be looking for someone like you."
Aye.
He kind of
I'm tempted to go there, see if I can take them out, but
Well, you best not want to be charging into situations you can't handle.
oh, and what makes you think I can't bloody handle it?
You can't even beat me, and I could barely handle it.
Oh, is that a fucking fact, is it? Right.
Aye.
Another fight. Right here. Right
No.
fucking now.
How about we save it for the tournament?
Oh, you're taking part in the Definitely.
Oh, so you're not chickening out, huh?
Me? Chicken out of the fucking How dare you?
You'll end up like last year. Dead, swollen in the pit.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna swallow me pride, and I'm not gonna punch you right in your stupid face.
Oh, so you do have brains.
More than you tiny fucking nerd.
okay.
I'm just gonna start swearing and bury.
Okay. Yeah, you eventually come to Daxio's door. What you doing?
I barge in.
By the way, what's my HP?
You're at 1.
Okay.
I like barge in. I'm like, I just talked to Caius Amberheart, and apparently he's my uncle.
That sounds nice.
And I like tell him the whole ordeal and everything. And apparently he wants to talk to me over dinner. It's just there's a lot going on. But I need to talk to Roger. Are we doing anything today?
Hopefully not. At least I'm not.
I don't have.
Look really strange. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I don't think those black lines are supposed to be there. You look creepy.
Thank you.
Are
I
you
just-
okay?
I just need to take a rest. And I'm gonna go to my room.
Okay.
Is anyone else in there?
Yeah, so Sarah, Nana, Alpheus and Louisa have gone by this time, probably.
I followed in.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean, like, everybody that wasn't already with you. Driscoll's kind of asleep, and then you barge in and start saying all the stuff, and you wake him up.
No.
It's like,
I'm sorry. I got really excited.
It's all right. Good night.
and he goes right to me. He's like, can you all leave, please?
Yeah.
I walk out.
And he's like, no, you don't have to go. Or Sarah, but the rest of you, please. I mean, unless you want to go have fun without your old man, that's fine.
I back down.
What's that?
I sit back down.
Okay. And Sarah's kind of saying, "Is like, you're going to let him guilt you? Don't you want to go have a drink with me?"
Oh, I need to talk to him. But I'll come down as soon as I can.
Oh, I understand. Choosing your father over me? Wow. You have hit a new low.
Do I hear that?
Probably a little bit, yeah.
I just it's not like a super intense glare, but it's just a look, and I shoot it at Sarah.
Okay. And as she starts walking out, she just looks at you and she smiles. And she's just, she just like staring directly at you as she walks by, and she's just smiling.
I go look for Roger in my room.
I would like to meet up with Grizz at some point after everyone else leaves.
Yeah, he could. So, like, you probably could catch him and pull him aside if you want.
Whatever.
And Torrance probably just like, I'll catch you two be getting a drink at the bar.
I'm probably gonna go to the bar and start having a drinking competition with Torrance.
Well, Carvin was going to try to pull you aside.
Oh yeah, no, that's what my original plan is before.
Okay.
Wait, what time is it, by the way?
That's probably like 12.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the demon before I long rest?
Yeah. So who wants to go first with all these things going on?
I'm fine with waiting.
Okay, so I guess we'll just start with Baja. Do you want to go to Whispers or do you want to do it here?
I'll just do it here.
Okay.
So as I'm like getting into bed to rest,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna ask. So a couple days ago, when Jeremy talked to me, did you know anything about that?
Just here. No reply.
No. Okay, then I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Okay. Carbon, you pull Grizz aside for the moment.
Did I hear that you knew something about the Black Hand earlier?
I know of them. Why'd
Who
you
are
ask?
they?
Who are they? That's a good question, lass. They're a bunch of fucking twats, is what they are.
No.
What do they do?
Well, what I know, they try to kidnap people, animals as well. Fucking horrible twats, each and every last one of them. A
And
long
then?
time ago, they tried to kidnap me and McKin. Well, if it weren't for Shorty and his brother, I'd be fucked.
So how do they identify each other?
Well, the most obvious sign is they've got a big tattoo right down their arm. And I like point to the arm where they'd have the tattoo and like kind of
Mm-hmm.
gesture as to what it would kind of look like. So if you see any ugly bastards with that, yeah, you've got one.
Okay.
Just be careful. Last time I encountered them, I wasn't. And it could have been the end of me and me family.
I'm glad that you got out.
Aye, I'm lucky, aren't I? Again, had Shorty and his brother not shown up, I would have been fucked.
Torn is a good man.
Aye. He's also good at punching. He just, Grizz, as he says that, just kind of like rubs his jaw like, fuck, it's still.
I smile slightly at that. That's all I wanted to know. And then I just kind of turn and start walking down towards the tavern area again.
Before you go, as you're walking away, I just kind of shout, if you're one, I'm about to go and drink him under a table. So, you can join. Might be fun.
I kind of stop and I hesitate for a moment, and then I look at him and I say, sure.
Brilliant. Oh, Ellen, let's go drink a dwarf out of his fucking...
Emil, as you're kind of walking towards your room, and you look down into the tavern area, you do notice that Roger's down there eating.
I sprint to him.
Okay, he's kind of at one of the farther tables away from the kitchen, sitting with a couple of random guild members because this place is pretty packed.
Roger!
Hi, Emil. What are you?
Been all day.
Well, unlike some people, I enjoy slumber.
You missed so much. We went. We went to talk to the Los Dominos people, and then I talked to Caius, and apparently that I found my father, but he's not alive anymore. And that the Black Hand might be starting a place, and start whispering this and say it in an Orcish. The Black Hand might be in Pern, and Are you okay?
Yeah. Black Hand, Pern. Mm-hmm.
And maybe we should find a place for everyone else to stay. I know that's where the farm is, but...
As long as they keep their nose clean, I think you'll be all right.
Okay.
They're not going to kidnap regular folk.
Should we go and make sure that nothing goes all awry?
Did Caius go? What did he say?
He's actually headed to Volcano Heights, where apparently the rest of my family is that I have.
Oh, right, because you would have a whole nother section.
Yeah, and if I want to know more about my father, whose name I just forgot because I don't have it up, Modeus, I should go there at some point.
I mean, I agree. Caius said he was going after the tournament. Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I guess we see how it goes. How everybody else wants to tango.
So we can stop on Pern along the way. It's kind of in the.
Well, I guess it is. Sure. We're gonna ask everybody else what they're feeling.
Yeah. Sorry. I feel like I haven't seen you all day.
I mean, you haven't. I've been asleep.
You should wake up with the rest of us. There was a fight, and it was great. And
I'm sure that was all great, but in my dreams, I was on a distant shore, being served the delicacies of the world. No discrimination. It was beautiful.
Well, there's no discrimination here. You have a
Well,
drow?
I'm not saying there's discrimination here. I'm just saying I like to sleep, Emil. And I like to sleep long, and I like to sleep hard.
And I bonk him on the head. It's like, just because we're not on the farm anymore does not mean you can sleep in all the time.
Where's your dagger at?
in my pocket, or like in my pocket.
So it is. Yeah, Roger's kind of like, what's that?
Oh my god. Okay, I pull it out.
It is glowing bright red.
I like squeeze him harder now. Roger, you're my flame keeper.
You're what?
You're my flame keeper. That's a thing that apparently I have as what am I again? Something about fire Aldrinari. See, if you would have been awake, we wouldn't have to be having this conversation.
I'd also been grumpier than you're making me right now. I haven't even had breakfast.
And I'll like rub my face against his face. That means you're my protector.
Oh, God. You just kind of like, can I finish my meal before you start spouting nonsense?
Sure. Can I try it?
Try what?
Your meal.
No, it's mine.
I'll try to take some anyways.
God damn it. Make a sleight of hand check. But the rest of you, unless you guys are doing anything specific, you guys make your way down to the tavern.
15.
Me and
what's his-
Carmen are kind of like out drinking and talking.
Oh yeah, shit. Let's do that actually.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no. Let them finish. Does she nick an egg? It's fine.
Yeah,
there.
well, I'm trying to see his passive really quick. Yeah, you actually do nick a couple eggs.
Oh my god.
Get half of his sausage. But yeah, you guys come down. Dryzen, are you doing anything in the this tavern mess hall?
I'll just go next to Emil and Roger.
Okay, yeah. So Torrin's kind of at the bar. You two approach him, and Jasper's over there as well. And sorry, I lost my train of thought. You kind of corner him. He's like, "Oh, you're trying to double team me now, huh?" And Jasper kind of looks over the side. He's like, I think it should be a fair fight if we do 2-on-2.
I just slowly turn and look over to him.
Oh, come on. I know
It'll
you
make
know.
it more fun. Let him join.
That's right. I'm the funnest guy here.
If he taps out after the first 3,
Never
And-
let him live it down.
I never would.
Oh, he has like a lame leg like her mom.
For the very first one, I need you both to make constitution checks. As like the rounds are brought out by Joel, and he flexes, and then he just kind of puts his hand down. He's like, "Go!"
How long is to roll a natural one on the first one?
Yeah, it's.
I'm
it's
actually
gonna
let's
have-
see what Torrin rolls. Holy fucking shit,
Is
Torrin!
it a con save or just a con throw?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw? Yeah, I thought as much.
No. Well, the DC on the first one's not very high, to be honest with you,
Oh,
because he can't just have one ale and just die.
Rolls a 1. Oh.
what did Jester? Oh, not Jester.
Oh, Jasper.
Jasper.
Yeah,
Jasper.
Jasper rolled his.
Yeah, what did he roll?
I almost forgot
fine.
by him. Okay, I'm just roll. What's his Constitution modifier? Okay, so he rolled a 12 because his Constitution is 0.
Good suffer.
What did you get, Carmen? 15? Okay, so all of you down your first round. Grizz, it kind of hits you like maybe you haven't had anything to eat all day, but you're able to get it down, and Torrin kind of sees that you kind of shake your head a little bit like, whoa.
Before he even says anything, I just like put my hand up to him and say, "Not a single word, you tiny fuck. Not a
and
single thing."
and then Jasper's like, "Oh, we got a big talk, eh? How about a round 2?" I was going into fucking Sarah's voice. Anyways, yeah, round 2 sounds great. And Joel brings out another round for you guys. Do another Constitution saving throw.
Hey, 16.
20 fucking 8.
19.
Oh wait, I gotta roll for Jasper.
Yeah.
Natural 18.
Hey.
So you all take down. You just down your second one. Jasper's actually keeping up pretty good. And then you're all looking at each other. You're like at the bar, and everyone's looking at each other, waiting for one to falter. And like, Oh, you kind of get the realization, oh god, we're gonna have to drink more. It's starting to get a little bit of a gross where you're just chugging them.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So none of you have faltered yet. Do another Constitution saving throw. As he brings them out and flexes.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
See ya, Torb.
That's-
Oh no.
What
no
a big
matter what-
Jasper.
Finally,
no
Grizz
matter what the
wins.
number,
So
you-
Jasper rolls a 12.
Uh-huh.
Torin rolled a natural 1 and then a natural 20, which pisses me off because that's so fucking dumb.
Dude, his
Double
fucking save is ridiculous.
Yeah, because barbarians at level 20 get to add. Yeah,
That's bullshit.
they're
Dude,
so fucking
our
cool.
ability scores get to like a max of 24, and we like just get the free 4
Yeah.
straight off the bat. It's brilliant.
Anyway, so
Anyway,
Yes.
very first person to go down, Torin just downs his drink and then he slams it on the table and he's like, "Oh boy, that did not sit well." And he just kind of off the side, and very adeptly, one of the mages at a different table kind of does prestidigitation and cleans it up, like kind of like ugh, and just cleans it up. And the next person to go down, Jasper's like, that's really disgusting. And he just blows, throws up, and it goes everywhere. And Carbon, you're feeling like you get about halfway through the cup, and you're like, I can't drink a single more. I'm going to throw up. Are you going to continue to drink, or are you just going to give up?
have they already gotten sick?
Yes, those two have already.
I set it down and I stop.
Okay, and Grizz, you actually just chug it, and you down it, and you slam it on the table.
I just look over Jasper, and then I look over at Torin, and then the next thing to come out of my mouth is, "You bloody giss! I told you I'd beat you. Can't hold your fucking liquor.
You poisoned it.
I poisoned it, did I? And you still
Yeah.
smell."
Anyways, while that's all going on,
Ugh.
you guys over at the other table, the bar is starting to get a little bit more rowdy. People are getting kind of antsy for the tournament. You assume this week's going to be pretty rough. But Dryzen, you guys are like kind of just conversing, and Devin kind of just walks up to the table and sits down. And he's like kind of entering in on the conversation with all of you guys.
Oh, hey, Devin.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. This is a weird question, but what are you doing here?
Actually, I had to talk to your friend here. And he's pointing to like
Me?
Dryzen. Yeah, you, Dryzen. The I actually don't know what you are.
She's a Genasi. She
A
put it in the
Genasi?
letter. Yeah, she also is from the land. I'm like reading the letter out loud. From the land of air, and to you cannot play with money. What? Why?
Ignore him. So,
No.
did you read the letter?
I did.
Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, you've never spoken before, and he's just kind of go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, this is so good. Good. Yes. Nice. What's your perception? Oh, you're proficient. 20, not natural.
20.
Okay, so you notice that he's kind of fiddling with his thumbs. He seems a little bit nervous. His face is getting kind of red, but in the way that elves' faces are always so perfect, it's very light.
This is awesome.
Half elf, so he is a half elf, but that side of his
Go
bloodline.
get that.
And he's just like, do you want to talk about that here in front of these two? And then Roger just kind of stops eating and looks up at both of you guys like, talk about what?
Yeah, what? Like my wet tail is wagging, like wildly excited.
Do you want to tell him that
I mean, what? I don't know what I would be telling them.
about the letter?
Let's go over here. And he kind of like gets up and he's like pointing towards like up the stairs.
I am curious. Can I try and follow?
Sure. Do you want to do a stealth check?
Yeah. 13.
Okay, so you get about halfway, and Devin's like, "Please don't follow. It's okay. I can see you behind the chair right there.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a coin that I lost. Carry on.
Mhm. Okay, I hope you find it." Are you following him up the stairs, Dryzen?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Do you want to do this in whispers, or are you okay with it being in here?
We do it in whisper.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm really liking Christopher.
So anyway, what we were just talking about in DM, she does say that out loud.
Oh, well, yeah, he does that then.
Grizz is
She
very
kind of
aggressive.
flinches a little because he's heavy-handed, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. My character's a fucking brick.
he is a bear.
Oh, yes. I'm still waiting for Baja to try and headbutt Grizz.
She probably won't after that big display.
Not right now, because if she does it right now, you'll fucking kill her for real.
Not if he does non-lethal.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah, no, he always does non-lethal, unless he's fighting an animal, in which case...
Or the Black Hand.
Oh, Black Hand, that's when he actually uses his axe. Because that's the thing, like, out of character, my guy survived in the fucking wilderness,
Oh my
protecting,
God.
his bear brother and sisters by beating the living shit out of any animal that tried to fucking harm them.
By the way, necrotic damage just heals with the regular long rest, right?
Yeah, because it reduces your max HP until you long rest. Poor Jasper, nah, dude, he deserved it, wanker. Thing is, my character doesn't like Jasper, because he's a sneaky twat. If you're gonna fight someone, you fight them up front. Don't just sneak around and stab them in the back. That's something you'd like to say.
I mean, she's just drow, so they're not exactly,
Yeah, we have Roger in the party.
Oh, no. I don't want you anywhere near while Carbon confronts Roger.
Yeah, no, you see, the thing is, I have suspicions about Roger. Suspicions that would probably end up with Grizz actually taking out his axe.
Oh, you
And-
poor fools.
Emil's gonna yell at you.
Emil will take off
I
his
will rip your
necklace.
head off.
What if Roger's a baddie?
Carbon's not going to attack Roger by any means, but
But he's like my eternal protector, apparently. Why would he be bad?
apparently, if we kill Roger, Emil just explodes.
This is all out of character.
It's not, but it makes it more fun to say.
What I'm saying is like all out of character. I have suspicions that he's part of this fucking Black Hand shit, and if he is, my god, Grizz is gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be the baddie.
I mean, sure.
What if he's a reformed Black Hand?
Grizz has only encountered them once, and the one time, it was.
Grizz doesn't care.
What do you mean?
It
Grizz
doesn't
needs a little
matter.
compassion.
He's just... I imagine, obviously, I don't know, but Grizz is just, if those suspicions are confirmed, it's just blind attack.
He's red. Yeah.
Yeah,
If you kill Roger,
it doesn't matter if Roger's reformed or not.
you're gonna make Emil explode. Both figuratively and literally.
I mean, if you can persuade Grizz somehow.
What's your intelligence?
My intelligence? It is -5. No, I'm kidding.
Dumber than a
You
rock.
can't speak.
No, it's
What?
just 10.
Excuse me?
The one where I've got a minus is in my charisma. I've got a -2.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hola.
Almost
Hello.
us.
Whoa.
Bien, ¿y tú?
Forget.
Alright, so what's going on?
So it's getting kind of late. Unless do you guys want to do anything else before it gets nighttime other than just like party it up? If there's like people in the tavern you can talk to, if you want me to describe them, or we can save it for later.
Better luck next time, Jasper.
I just wanted to long rest and then go to the magic shop.
to the Jasper thing. You're just like, all right, hey, listen, there's already. He's like starting to slur his words. He's like, I'm not drunk, you're drunk.
God, dog for shit, lad.
This is the first time Carbon's just been grinning. She is definitely at least tipsy.
You forgot.
And Torin definitely, he's drunk with an extra one. Who am I fucking kidding? I don't want him to be because he has a constitution of +12, but he's fucking drunk.
I wanna
Yeah.
help pick him up.
He's
Jill
like,
just gave him like just alcohol, like just
Straight
pure
tequila.
distilled alcohol.
oh, moonshine, yeah,
Like good
Yeah, like moonshine, like Everclear.
dwarven fire wine.
Highs around, I guess.
Highest does come down eventually at night, but I'm like, waiting to that point.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Messing with Roger.
Okay. Can we save the magic shop visit for the next morning,
Yeah,
Baja? Okay.
Well, I can actually go there with my owl, but if you wanted just me to go in the morning, that's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, by the time you wake up, because it was 12 when you go to bed, it's like an 8 hour for full rest,
Yeah.
so it'd be close to closing.
I'll just say I'm out of commission until tomorrow, I guess.
Okay, we don't have to be, but
Well, okay. So if it's past 8, then sure, I'll come down.
okay. So around nighttime, Baja finally joins you guys. Carbon, are you still drinking with Torin and them? Because Torin doesn't stop drinking, even though he's blasted. He's still drinking.
Until it comes time to food stuff, and then if the rest of the group's there, she would take her meal to like actually sit around with them. But she is still definitely at least tipsy and in very good mood.
Okay. Yeah. You all have a wonderful evening conversing with each other, and different people of the guild come up. I would say for you specifically, Carbon, a lot of people come up and ask you questions about how Drow society works, kind of prod you with just questions like, hey, what should we be looking out for? And to your best abilities, you kind of give them an answer, you know. But other than that, you guys are ready for bed, I guess. Anything you guys want to do?
Did you get me message?
Yes, I did.
Is my face still fucked?
Actually, no.
Okay.
What about my talk with old daddy?
Oh, you.
Oh yeah, you have to do
Thank
dad
you.
talk.
Thank you for reminding me. So we'll wind back a little bit. You're kind of left alone in the room with your father. Do you want to do this in whispers in general?
Whatever works.
That's just general because it makes people entertained, I guess. So he's just kind of laying in the bed. Sarah's not there. Just you and your Faja.
She's gonna wait for him to speak first.
Okay. He probably doesn't for a while. He's just like kind of laying in bed. It's really awkward. And then he speaks up and he says, so you, an aboleth. That's crazy.
I suppose we had quite a bit of help.
Still though, please, I'm glad you're safe. I guess that's all I should say. And he sits up and he's like, oh. I want to get out of this bed. Kind of like pounds it a little bit to the side.
Just shush. You'll get out soon enough.
So what are you up to? What? Tell me about my daughter. What's been going on?
Well, a lot, actually. We've had to fight a lot of things that I never wished to have fought. I don't really wish to fight at all. I just want to perform. Earlier, I told you that I'm no longer a Shelia. And while that's true, I didn't get to say everything that I needed to, because realistically, I'm Nananago Daxia.
You see a smile kind of creep across his face, and he's like, "You'll always be a Daxio, even if you don't want to be one."
That is true, Father.
You gonna visit home sometime soon?
I think it might be a while before I do that, but I do wish to see Mother again.
She misses you.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but I miss her too. I haven't been back in a while.
Maybe we can go back together one day.
I really like that. I was supposed to be retired, and look what happens to me. I think I'm getting way too old for this.
Yeah.
Do you like it here? In the guild?
Well, I'm not really one for the guild, but my friends seem to enjoy it, so I guess I'm a member.
Guess always a full crowd to listen to your music and plays.
It's been quite a while since I've done a play. Maybe I could do one again soon.
Maybe you could do it for everybody here before the tournament.
Maybe so.
He kind of looks down. He's like fidgeting with his hands. And he's, I'm really sorry for forcing that arranged marriage down your throat.
It will take time for me to fully forgive you still.
Hey, you don't have to forgive me. I just wish to state that I am actually sorry. My parents did something similar to me, and I ran away from it as well. But and he kind of gets kind of distant. He's like, anyways, you should go have fun. You don't have to be here with me. I'm probably just gonna snore, be loud.
I do have one more question, though, Father.
Go ahead, shoot.
What do you think of Carbon?
She seems different. Different from trying to stab me and my companions. Her eyes seem soft.
I think that's a good assumption of her.
I think that part due to her race, probably has a lot of killing in her blood. But I don't know her. But she has soft eyes.
Thank you. And she just gets up and I'll come see you again soon.
You better.
She just laughs and kind of walks out the door.
Okay. Are you doing anything special throughout the evening with everyone partying, going crazy?
Just kind of observing, being a little quiet.
Can I see
Okay.
Nana during the day?
Yeah, I would say you could, unless you're hiding, Nana.
No, I'm not hiding.
Okay, say hi, see Nana.
I go up to her and I'll just kind of lean on the wall or something, try to look cool, and just be like, "So, did you make up with your dad? He didn't seem like a bad guy, from what you said earlier."
I guess I don't totally hate him.
Well, I guess that's a start. It's good, because I like Mr. Daxio, and I also think of you as my friend, so I would like for you two to get along.
Thank you. It really does mean a lot.
And then I go back to Roger.
Okay. Through the night, Caius does eventually come down, probably around like 6, somewhere around there. He kind of comes in a little bit sweaty. It's weird. Kind of out of breath. And he's just talking about how he just got out of training in the training room. What were you thinking of? Wait.
That's not what I was thinking of.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah, you know, training room. And he comes down.
The quote training room.
For what?
What type of training?
He's
Was
gotta
it
stay in
stamina
shape,
training,
guys.
or
Pretty much.
Look, I want extreme detail.
yeah,
What?
dude. Tell me the ins and outs.
Anyways, he sits at the table, and I would say Torin probably comes over real drunk and is like, "Come on, you lily liver! I haven't seen you drunk in ages." And he's like all up in Caius's face, and Caius is just like, "A gentleman does not drink." And then Torin's like, "Oh, come on!"
Can I hear this?
Yeah, I would say like if you guys are hanging
Yeah, are
around.
they with us?
Yeah, I'm assuming you two are. So
As soon as Caius says a gentleman does not drink, I just turn around and go, "You're a gentleman?"
and he just kind of pulls
I
down,
giggle at that.
pulls down his tunic. He's like, "Yes, I am.
Are you sure about that, laddie?
Yes, I am." And
Aha.
and,
Come on, just one drink.
If you're a gentleman, then I'm King Daxio.
Torin grabs like a there's like a waiter kind of coming around, one of the sous chef that's kind of been turned into a waiter from like the work orders and everything, the food orders, and he just grabs him like a tankard of ale from like the waiter coming across and slams it on the table in front of him. He's like, "Drink it. Come on. You're not gonna get drunk on one measly cup." He's like, "No, I won't get drunk on a measly cup." And he's like, fine. And he takes a big old swig of it.
As he's drinking, I just turn around and go, "Yeah, you won't get drunk off one cup, you'll get drunk off one sip."
And he does the whole thing, and he's like, "See, now that wasn't so bad."
Oh, what's happening?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just grinning in delight.
Yeah, and Jasper comes over eventually. He's like, "Wait, are we having another drinking?" Oh, Caius is drinking. Wow. He's like, "Hey, you can finish off my mug here." And Caius is like, "I'm not gonna back down from your challenge." He does another one, and he chugs it and downs it. He's like, "See, gentleman also knows how to hold his liquor."
I like stumble over Torin and I like hit him with my elbow a couple of times and I go, "I give him one more. How many do you give him?"
I bet he could do 2 more.
Oh, 2 more. How much you willing to bet on that?
Well,
Has
hold on,
Emil
hold
come
on.
up yet?
I'm
Emil's like at the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
Am I
So-
there as well?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can be here this time.
Okay.
Emil, have you tried to talk to Caius yet?
No. Like at the table, no.
Okay. I was gonna tell him to sit down and pay attention to you, but if you haven't tried yet,
Oh. But another drink does get slammed down in front of him, and he takes a big drink, and he's like, "Okay, that one's hitting me a little hard." Well, he doesn't throw up, but he does not finish his drink.
Are you okay, Uncle Caius?
I mean, I'm just great. He's just, you see his words are slowing down. It's like, "So, that's enough out of you hooligans. But and he kind of like shoos you three away, you drunken lot. And
This is my table, though.
I told you twice.
yeah, but you're all surrounding him. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I just said.
As he shoot. Sorry.
He just was gonna say, Emil, you might be a little bit drunk, but tell me more about you and your family.
I'm pretty sure that phrase of sentence is not how I was supposed to, but, can I tell you a secret, since I guess you're my family? No?
I am the best at keeping secrets.
Okay. I believe you, like, or whatever. Okay. Actually, in Westwater, I won a drinking contest.
And he kind of he leans back and she's like, you did what?
I won a drinking contest. Well, I wasn't me. I used, like, a different magical illusion, and I made myself into a dwarf and entered a contest.
Did you like the taste of it?
It was pretty gross, but I mean, I got 150 gold out of it, so it was okay, I guess.
That's a pretty good haul.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. My friend Baja helped me, and don't tell Roger at all. Roger is my flame keeper. I completely forgot.
Roger's sitting right next to you, and they just kind of talk about it. And Caius is like, he's this one's your flame keeper.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's like you, cause he's kind of like my uncle. He lives with me at the farm.
Caius just shifts his gaze towards Roger, and Roger's kind of looking away, not looking at him. And Caius is like,
Say hello, Roger.
Hi. Nice to meet you. He puts his hand out.
Which hand?
His right hand, actually. And Kai's like, well, it's very nice to meet you. Roger, was it? Yep, that's my name. Are you signing up for the tournament, Roger? I really haven't decided yet. I don't think we've talked about that as a group. I would love to see if you're capable of watching my nephew.
Oh, shit.
He's quite accomplished.
Like she said, I am quite accomplished.
Except for that one time you got turned into stone.
Listen,
and then
hey,
that
we don't
one
need to
time
talk about that.
you were
I just cover Emil's mouth.
And Devin starts laughing. You got your own little jolly group here. And Marge's like, yeah, is this your dagger here that I've been apparently chosen to be a flame keeper? Caius is like, yes, you may keep that. And when the time comes for you to pass it on, you must do so. And he's like, I understand a little bit. I ain't so smart, but I understand that. Until what time would that actually be when I gotta pass this on? And Caius just kind of just without even missing a beat, just when the flame dies. And it goes quiet for a second. It's do you mean Emil? He just sort of nods and, well, that ain't gonna happen. Emil's gonna live forever. He's definitely gonna outlive me.
But you have to protect me, Roger.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you know this about half-orcs, but we don't live too long.
You know, start kind of playfully hitting his arm. I'm we talked about this. Don't say things like that.
Oh, right. I'm gonna be the longest living half-orc in the world.
Yes.
I thought that you guys didn't live that long, similar to the reason that my people don't. You kill each other.
That's the thing. That is very true. But the problem is I've never met an orc that's been over 50.
Then you'll be the first.
And I mean, that
As
might
I
be due to
said,
the
it's
battle
due to
lust.
violence, I thought.
It could be, or it could be something wrong with our genetics. He kind of sighs. He's like, I really don't meet many half orcs, but I really ain't ever met one that's over 50.
I just fall quiet.
And he just says, I'm definitely about past half my life expectancy in that regard. But I don't plan on dying. I'm going to die of old age, sitting in a field, watching the sunset, enjoying a beverage. It's going to be great.
Can I be there too?
Sure. Yeah, we're going to have 2 beverages. We have 2 logs kind of out by the farm.
He didn't hear the whole confession thing, did he?
No. He's just, he's like, we'll be at the farm. The smell of, your grandma's cooking.
Does egg
Biscuit and gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My perfect night. As long as you don't try to attack me with a wooden sword again.
Well, I gotta keep my skills up. You know, since
You really don't. You got like magic and shit.
I wanna be like you and like swipe things with knives.
Ooh, we do. I want to be like you. Sorry, that's a little folk tale they told us when I was a little boy. Anyways.
Yeah, in a book from the jungle.
No. This is, I don't know where I learned that. Anyways, we're moving on.
So yeah, this is Roger, Mr. Caius, and this is Caius. Roger. And I'm glad you guys meet, since apparently we're all family now.
Indeed. We are definitely family. And he's just sort of like kind of leaning to the side when he's saying this. Like he's drunk, but he's trying to pretend like he's not.
Are you okay, Mr. Caius?
I'm perfectly fine. Why do you ask?
Because I saw you take that drink and, it didn't look like you really liked it either.
I love ale. I don't know what you're talking about.
But a gentleman doesn't drink. Isn't that what you said?
A gentleman doesn't drink in the presence of good, well, God, that's not the word. Gentlemanly company. And he like starts laughing. He's like, because he made himself laugh.
I guess not. Are you going to be in the tournament, Mr. Caius?
Absolutely. Are you joining?
I mean, I don't have a reason to, but I think so.
You could rank up, be a silver.
A silver?
Like this big guy right here. And he like slaps at Grizz.
You're a silver?
I be a silver. I'm turning into a pirate.
Yar.
Yeah.
You want the hat?
I'm a silver. I've been a silver for about yeah. And I just show like the emblem, like the little dog tags, which are like on the belt of like my loincloth.
Mr. Caius, why are you an adventurer? Don't you... What? I'm just confused. If you are supposed to be a flamekeeper, why did you join the guild?
I didn't find out I was a flamekeeper until I was very late. After the sort of... you've heard of it, that demon apocalypse thing?
No.
Where Mount Moonflow, the battle.
Oh.
I can hear this, right?
You can hear it, yeah.
Oh, no, don't start talking about that. Ugh, still gives me fucking shivers.
I just, after... I found out very late after that my brother and I were... that I was his flamekeeper. I knew that he was the Flame Aldernari, but I never knew that I was the flamekeeper.
Well, didn't you visit home often? You're his brother.
Usually didn't have much time, but the way it works is the old Flamekeeper keeps the dagger and seeks out the new one. But since I was never around, I never got really tested for it. But I found out not too long after when I visited home, make sure everybody was okay. And by then, I spent a couple of years around that area. And he died. He died the one time I wasn't around. And I've been looking for his murderer ever since.
Do you know who it was, or any clues?
I have no idea. The only clue that I have is that the Air tribe has been attacked not too recently from now. And their Arjanari has died as well.
Oh no! Wait, does you know about this?
Well, you is part of the water.
Well, he's still an Aldrinari, and this guy is... I don't know, maybe
I'm
he's
sure-
getting things off.
I don't know if he knows for sure, but it's not my job to protect him.
Well, shouldn't we all be together since we're all kind of the same thing?
They're not the same thing. And he gets kind of serious for a second.
Well, it's in our name. We both have Aldrinari in it. That just sounds
It is not my place to tell you. Just, if you could, just the next time you're in the area of the Volcano Heights, just stop by. They'll probably explain things a lot better than me, who's only ever been a part of that tradition for maybe a century.
A century?
There's a century 100?
Yes.
10 years, sorry.
Okay.
Decade.
Decade. But just barely over a decade.
Everyone, since we're all here, what, are we still planning on going to Lorelei? Question mark?
I mean, I wanted to go there to see Alpheus, but now he's here, so.
I look at Nana.
Well, I still have people that I wish to visit there, but I suppose it's not urgent.
Then maybe we can go to maybe Pern, and then to Volcano Heights, and then to Lorelei. Gotta make like an L.
Where was the first one?
Pern, it's on the way to Volcano Heights. I pull out my map so that I can show Baja.
I think, and also that's where the Black Hand might be, so we may want to be careful. I do wish to see my family.
Sure.
I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I'm so... Thank you, everyone.
Did Grizz overhear that? I just don't know if...
Probably. Yeah, Grizz is like right there.
Yeah, you're sitting with us.
I lean over, because this entire time, I've still just been drinking with Tor, and I'm getting incredibly drunk. To the point where I'm gonna start singing the Scottish national anthem with Torin at some point. I lean over upon hearing the mention of going to Penn to and the mention of the Black Hand, and I just lean over and I say, if you're going to Penn, I might just join you if you'll have me.
I mean, if you're brave enough to take down Torin, I'm pretty sure we can use someone like you.
I'm more than fucking brave to take him down. I will take him down.
He's not brave, he's stupid.
Oh, fuck off, you old git.
I guess, Roger, are you okay if I bitch in this? But, just so people don't get you confused for a bad person, but you also have a tattoo, don't you?
And Roger just kind of sits up in his chair. He's like, I do.
And people might think that that's a bad thing?
I mean, I can just keep it covered.
What type of tattoo?
Oh, nothing special. Just a little something.
A little something.
Yeah, it goes up my
I'm sure of it.
left arm, and he pulls up his he starts unstrapping sort of like his leather armor, and you just see he unstraps it to about where the midway between his elbow and his shoulder, and you can see like this very tribal pattern, black with different kind of intricate looking like spiky design through it. But the difference between the ones that you've seen, Grizz, is that Roger's on the elbow, where the elbow is a very large eyeball. And about where the elbow, like that point is, of the middle of the elbow, is an eye that is open. Like an actual eye, a painting of an eye.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because of how drunk my guy is, would he notice that small detail, or would he actually...
It's not small, it's like the biggest part.
Oh, right. So he would notice that it's not...
It's the same, I would say, like, in the aspect of, you know how the Yakuza members have, like, dragon tattoos and shit on their back?
Yeah.
It's the same design, but it's different in a way that it looks more intricate and it looks more well done.
Grizz is gonna, like... You know when someone abruptly stands up and it, like, pushes the table away?
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna do. And he's just gonna stand there looking at the tattoo, and he's gonna say, "Where the fuck did you get that?"
Now, and he kind of
like, Grizz is slowly reaching for the handle of his great axe.
Uh-huh.
Some of like the...
Well, and Torin kind of starts like calming you down, Grizz. He's like, "Whoa, hey, big guy, let him explain himself."
Yeah, I'm putting my hands on my weapons and facing Grizz.
But Roger just stands up. He's like, "You're okay. It's time to come clean to all of you. I guess I don't know how far back to start, but I was an orphan in the streets of Lucra for a very long period of my life, and I fell into a very bad crowd. Very bad crowd that sort of like a gang, and my leader was an individual known as the Black Hand. Back then, the more good things you did for him, you ate, you survived. And I was real good at stealing stuff. I was really good at it. Really good at keeping quiet, spying on people. And I was loyal. I used to do a lot of terrible things. And this is where I got my tattoo. And he kind of shows it off again. He says, "My name is in the guild. They have special names for every individual. My name was Seeker, and I was one of the top 5 of his individual circle of corrupt and evil bullshit that he pulls. I got in a lot of trouble. I won't get into it to detail. Finally decided that it was time to do something right. I started not doing the jobs. Started disobeying orders because I thought it was wrong. I won't get into the details of that. But I had to get away. I barely made it out alive when Emil's kind folks took me in. Lived my life as a farmhand for the past 15 years. And he sits back down and he starts like sort of taking a drink from his tankard again.
I'm on edge until Grizz stands down.
Well, like Torin already made me like take my hand away from my great.
Right. And he's like, "Whoa, it's okay. Let him talk it out."
Why is he turning his Spanish?
Shut up.
Yeah,
shut up. It's so
Oh yeah,
hard.
but Carver's not gonna.
Hey, bro, tacho, don't take it direct.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
That's okay. It's okay.
She's still on edge.
Step backwards and
Uh.
behind Dryza.
Grizz chugs what's left in his, what would probably be. How many ales has Torin had? Probably have the same amount as
Probably
ales
like
as Torin has.
12, maybe.
Yeah. So he'll finish his 12th ale and put down the cup. And he'll say to Roger, "Look, I don't know you. And I don't know what you've had to fucking do under that fucking leadership. But I swear to God, you hurt anyone I give a fuck about. But if I so much as see the slightest little bit of black hand fucking activity from you, and I will cleave you in half like a fucking tree."
You ain't got nothing to worry about from me. That past is behind me.
Ugh.
Listen, I really did give up that life. It was terrible. It was almost like I just met with someone and they changed my whole view of reality. Not everybody was as trash as all the people that I had to deal with. But they called me in for the bad jobs with the 5 fingers. And it was bad. If it makes you feel any better, I never did trap anybody. Or like you were saying with your kin.
Ugh.
I did mostly recon, sabotage, entrapment. Really boring stuff.
If what you're saying is true, then I guess I can give you a chance. On one condition.
Mm-hmm.
You beat me, and he slams down his arm on the table, in a arm wrestle.
Oh boy. You want to arm wrestle me?
Aye.
See, I don't think I'm as strong as all that, but
It doesn't
let's
matter
fucking
if you're strong or not.
do it. Go ahead and give me a strength check, big boy.
Wow.
Son of a bitch.
Strength check or strength save?
Strength check.
Check.
His mod is bigger than you.
Wow.
Do I
Well,
just
describe
slam
it. Describe how you do it. It's natural 20. I'll let you describe it.
Just chuck him out the window.
Yep.
No, nothing that absurd. Come on.
I slam his hand down so hard on the table that he actually flips and lands on the other side.
Okay.
He lands on the other side of the table on the seat.
Okay, so Roger just gets flipped and everyone's like, whoa! And Roger just kind of laying on his back. He's like, ow.
Oh, you weren't lying, were you, laddie? You really can. Fucking stud.
But can you do a backflip? And he gets up on the table and he does a perfect backflip. And he's like trying to egg you on to do one too.
All right, lad. Prepare to watch.
This 7'3",
Unnatural.
mind you all, 7 feet 3 inches, being do a backflip.
I get on the table.
Wait, how tall is? Hold on, I gotta see how tall. Oh, okay, so you're not that. Yeah, he's only 6. Yeah, Roger's 6'8". So
I get on the table, and you know the praise the sun type of
yes.
thing? I do that, and I mentally prepare to do the backflip. Let's see what I roll. What is it?
Just do a dexterity check.
Dexterity?
Yeah. Okay. So you actually do the backflip, but you land it, but you kind of like tilt to one side because you're actually you would do it with disadvantage, but you still get 15 because you're drunk. So, anyways, you land it, but you're kind of like whoa, but you do land it.
Yeah. So I steady myself after a while, and I go, "Behold, the master."
Actually, that was real impressive. Wow.
I then fall off the table, like full on, just falling backwards.
Roger like comes over and he's like, just kind of like slapping your face up. Are you all right?
I'm fucking fine, laddie.
All right. I'm gonna go back to the table now. And he gets back to the table. Are you still kind of hiding from him, Emil?
Yeah, kind of. I'm like peeking. Like I saw the whole backflip thing, but I'm still like kind of behind her.
And he just sits down in his chair and is like, anyways, the reason I didn't said anything before is just because the guy's everywhere, ears everywhere. I doubt he's probably in this guild somewhere, but just better to keep my mouth shut when outside. I hope y'all can continue to trust me. I understand if you do not. Nothing means more to me than protecting Emil and helping him find his father. But I guess we kind of did find his father, so I guess my next goal is to help him find what he's looking for.
Oh shit, we ran over.
So we're staying here for the tournament and then going to Burn.
That's so far the plan.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
How many days until the tournament?
4.
Oh boy, we have lots of stuff to do.
Hell yeah. So is that it? Session?
Well, is there anything else you guys want to do before you retire to bed? And
I would like to go grab a book on, what is it, pseudo dragons?
oh, okay.
And then I'll just take that to my room to read.
I want to go to Illyria.
I don't really care on the amount of time it takes to find the book.
No, I'm trying to think if it would even be in there. I would say with the pseudo dragon, it'd probably be in there. Yeah.
Okay.
What did you say, Baja?
I want to go to Illyria.
Okay, you kind of open up the door, and she's sort of sipping from a wine glass. She seems to be enjoying herself as much as her non-emotional face is. There's like a cup of flowers right next to her desk. Yeah, and she's just sitting there.
I'm just gonna lay my head on the desk and like lazily ask, "Do you have any spells?"
We do not have any spells in right now.
Okay. And I'm just gonna
Please come back tomorrow.
Oh, yay!
I don't know if we'll have any tomorrow.
What time tomorrow?
I don't know. I mean, just check back tomorrow. We get them when we get them.
Okay.
But you and his group are supposed to be coming back. Maybe they found a scroll.
Okay. I'm
Next
gonna
week,
be excited for that.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
I'll just talk, I guess, to Kaya some more.
Yeah, and I would say, like, for sake of brevity, he tells you a lot about, like, probably about just some of the adventures. You know, you ask him questions, he answers them. Whenever you try to bring up, you know, your dad, he doesn't really have much to say. And he tells you a little bit about your grandparents. You just get to know him a little better. You tell him about your life. He listens. He's really respectful now that you're, you know, sorted it out. Anyone else doing anything? Ow!
I'm gonna keep drinking with Torin until I literally pass out.
Okay. Easily done.
Hell yeah.
Dragon's just gonna go to her room.
And Devin walks you back to your room. And then kind of just goes,
have a good night. I guess.
You too. See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And he just awkwardly kind of walks away.
Do I see them go up together?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You all will probably see them get out of the table at the same time.
Is Jasper sitting with us?
Jasper's kind of going around talking to like everybody, so he'll occasionally come around and be like, "You guys doing anything fun yet?"
Out drinking you?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Like, all right, I can see you're not here for fun. I'll be back in a minute, and he'll be back. He'll like go around, tease a bunch of
Sore
people. Come back.
loser.
Yeah.
What do dwarves have a national anthem?
Oh my god, we're done here. Stop.
No, I need to know because I want to sing it with Taurus.
No.
Whilst we're both drunk. Fuck.
The Misty Mountain. Nana, are you doing
we'll both
anything?
Start singing that.
Just going to bed early.
Okay. I'd say Sarah does come around and try to like talk to you and stuff. Converse and
I
be
do one
merry.
more thing.
Oh, what's up?
I just want to go to the library and see if there's any books, not specifically on learning spells, but just about magic in general.
About magic in general?
Yeah. So, like
it was-
you said Baja would know enchantment spells or something like that. So, like,
to the extent that you can find is stuff like how magic is kind of used, and it's basically stuff you already learned from Alpheus.
so there's nothing about different schools.
There's stuff about like different schools of like it lists it and it tells you what the teaching is like, but it's not like. Is that what you're wanting to know?
I just want to like expand her knowledge on schools of magic if she doesn't know it already.
Well, you would already know like where the schools of magic come from.
Okay, then I wanted to find
Wait.
something because I don't think she could be going to sleep because she already did a long rest.
Yeah, but you can find like books about stuff like that.
Okay.
Gosh, I feel like I was forgetting something. Is that everybody? Everybody got their.
Dude,
think
I think
so.
that's the most fun thing I've ever done with a character. Fucking get drunk until I fall out and end up singing Misty Mountain.
Oh my god! The Misty Mountain.
Hell yeah, dude. Torrent and Grizz just singing that while the both just drinking away the night.
Carvin, are you? Oh, I guess you're going to your room with that book. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not singing with them. I'm
Yeah.
not drunk enough for that.
Okay.
Also, I'm not a dwarf.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a dwarf either, but
You're basically a tall dwarf.
And then I'll just go into my room with Roger, I guess.
Yeah, and Roger comes in. Okay. But Roger does come in, and are you being like very obvious about being emo, or?
Being awkward, I would say. I'm just like, hi.
And you guys have like a very awkward night. He doesn't really have anything to say unless you ask him questions. So
So,
Is Alpheus back?
not yet.
were you just never gonna tell me? I mean, I would like to know everything about you.
Yeah, I'll tell you. And I guess we'll just end the session there, guys.
that was good.
It was good, guys. I like that. Gav, I feel like you developed characters. I